Yep. I'm taking Jamal Murray over Damian Lillard. Flat out. Flat out. That's why I'm taking all the time on my team to start at point guard. And we can debate about it, do whatever y'all want to do about it. We'll fight about it. So like I said, if you are starting your team, if you need a starting point guard for your team in the playoff series is the question. That's gonna be the main question that we asking ourselves today to determine who actually is a better player, bro. To see if we just gonna go against our own morals and integrity just for a name, just to please, just to satisfy somebody's name. So let's see what we're gonna do. Again, I'm gonna ask the whole chat room, and there's gonna be people that join up because I know people probably disagree with this one. Who would you? I'm gonna ask the entire chat. Who would you rather have as the starting point guard for your team in the playoffs? And mind you, when I say point guard, you already have, what I'm saying is low-key assuming that you already have a tier 1 player on the team already at a different position. So let's say if you already have a Tatum or a Jokic, or let's say if you already have a LeBron, Luka, Giannis on your team, who you want to start at point after that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying as a lead guy on the team, because low-key, shit, even if you want to say lead guy on the team, even if you want to say lead guy on the squad, yo, Yeezy, you gotta change your profile picture, bro. That's the homie Chris profile picture, dog. So, like, we need to know that, like, that's him. If you pull up with that profile. You said, by default, it's Jamal Murray. That's what I'm saying. It's damn near by default. Because, bro, first of all, listen, it's obvious. I don't know where to start. I think Jamal Murray more skilled. Let's just start right there. I think Jamal Murray is more skilled. I think Jamal Murray more skilled for one. LB, do you disagree? Somebody is in the chat room. I need to know if somebody, when you requesting up, I need to know if you disagree. Yeah, so Jamal Murray is more skilled. All right, so LB says that he disagrees. Oh, you got Dame as a profile. So yeah, this is what we talk about, with dialogue, so I can really break it down.
All right, what do you mean by all time?
I think Jamal Murray is ranked over Dame all the time.
All right, what's your criteria? Okay, so 2 of those 3 things, Dame beats him in. So eye test and numbers, Dame beats him
So
in.
eye test wise, I don't usually say who beats who in eye test, and then I'm gonna tell you who I think has a better eye test. But usually when I say eye test for ranking players, I'm just putting everybody on a certain tier. So if you can be tier 1 eye test, or if you're on the same tier as eye test, you know what I'm saying? And then numbers wise, can you put up superstar numbers or elite numbers for a long period of time? So it's not about who averaged more this and that. You might average a couple more here, a couple more there, but y'all still on the same tier. Any given night, you can explode. That's what I mean by numbers. Then championships. First of all, Jamal Murray has a championship, and Damian Lillard doesn't. Now, you might say that he wasn't the best player on the team, but what did Dame do with Giannis Antetokounmpo? Let me know right now.
He got injured with Giannis. And
So let me
Giannis
ask you a question. Whose fault is that?
Giannis and Dame's.
So Dame because Dame said if he teamed up with Giannis, he'll win a championship or he'll go to the finals.
Well, yeah, but we didn't get to see it, did we? Like, that's the thing.
That's his fault.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not, but like you're saying to me, what did
But
he
I'm
do?
just talking about for the ranking system, though. Like, if I achieve something that you didn't do, you can't still, like, you being hurt, that don't save that from
Okay,
happening.
right. Let's just concede. I'll concede the championship point if that's your ranking. Then obviously, I'm assuming you're consistent with that, right? So, for
Yep.
example, you have Bill Russell as the greatest player of all time, right? Because he has
Well, I
11
said
rings.
eye test and numbers, right? See, that's why I broke down eye test and numbers first. So
Okay,
Bill
so
Russell wouldn't be on the same tier as eye test as the next dude. So that's why he gets taxed, even though he got championships. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's a different tier of play. That's what happened with, like the Rapidories and stuff like that. They got championships, but they didn't pass the first two, which is eye test and numbers. Now let's just get down to let's get down all the way down to the nitty gritty about Jamal Murray and Dame, right? Jamal
sure,
Murray and Dame, they like I said, bro, I put them on the same tier as far as eye test.
the
When you look
same
at Jamal,
tier.
yeah. When you look at the best game that you ever seen from Jamal Murray, right?
Yeah.
He don't look as good as Damian Lillard.
No. So his best
What?
game is what? Would you say? It's either his bubble 50 point, right? His bubble 50 point game, or I mean his game the other night where he had 40. Was it
Yeah, something
45?
like any of them, John.
Yeah. So I'll give you two Dame games in the playoffs that clear those games. So it's 55 point game against Denver. He had 11 threes, or was it 12 threes? That 12 or 17 from free. That there is no question that is a bad game.
They
And in
look the
his game,
same though. They look just as good as each other
he
though.
did not
Like I
look
look
this.
at both of
So
them and say,
did
yo,
you
they
see
both
the
on that
shot
level.
making Dame was making in that overtime? That there was no
I think Jamal
comparison.
Murray. So let's break it down. I think Jamal Murray a better finisher, right or wrong.
No way.
What?
Bro, I'm not gonna give into these like where you because I know you're gonna say like, oh, did you not see the 360 layup? Like that's great, but
I'm
numbers
just
don't
saying,
lie.
you gotta watch him, bro.
I
He can
do.
finish.
He's a great player, but he's a great player, but
Oh my goodness, he got more handles than Dame, right or wrong.
no,
Yo, hold on, bro. Am I
no.
tweaking out? I can't be tripping.
Dame's okay. Dame is
I would
better.
say Jamal Murray got finishing, bro. He's a better mid range shooter.
Yeah, I'll give him mid range. Dame's not really working mid range much in
Come
his game.
on, man. I can't be tripping.
So when you say the other two things you said, so you say numbers and what was the other one?
My bad, LB.
Eye test.
I'm just gonna cut you off right there. I'm not gonna lie. Crunch not lying when you said like Jamal Murray finishing ability low key better than Dame's, bro. Low key.
It isn't.
Keto, that's
Low
what
key though, gang. Like, I'm not
No.
gonna lie. Murray has it by just the edge though, about it. Like not even just the 360 layup. Like he draws. Dame probably draws more contact, but finishing ability wise, like I got Murray, bro. I got Murray.
I got Mario and Dame.
It's very close.
It is.
It's very close. So it's
Dame,
not that far.
but I know why he got Dame.
Ain't no
Matt, shout out
way.
that one, bro.
Y'all
Well, I
got
got
Jamal
Murray.
Murray over Dame all time. That's crazy.
No, but look, LB probably saying that though because Dame is real athletic. He was in the dunk contest and all that.
Nah, word too.
So I do understand that.
But let's say
Jamal
this
Murray,
though,
this ain't
like,
Kyrie,
are you
though,
saying
like,
Jamal Murray because of the ring, or like why are you saying Jamal Murray over Dame though?
Jamal Murray is really that dude though? Like, cause
Let's say
Dame
Dame had Jokic though. Come on, gang.
I don't know if they'll be doing this.
You don't know?
You don't know?
Okay, answer. Do you think Dame's a better shot maker than Jamal?
I don't know if Dame and Jokic will be doing the same thing. Like maybe.
I ain't gonna lie though, but you can't even say because he had Giannis. He had Giannis.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
only 2 years with Giannis though.
But
Hey
with-
Max,
Murray
just
had
drop
more
down.
years
I think you
with
just gotta
Jokic.
drop down and then come back.
Come on, gang. They
they ain't had Giannis.
like
So
2
what happened?
seasons.
we didn't see that.
Let's also not forget, bro. He had LaMarcus Aldridge in Portland too.
Oh,
Right.
LaMarcus Aldridge is
Exactly.
not Aldridge though. No disrespect to Aldridge, gang.
Bro,
Aldridge
Dame
one of
was
the
having
best
30 plus
Yeah.
multiple seasons.
Hey, Max,
Jamal Murray ain't touch.
Mike. Yeah,
Oh,
this
this
man
guy.
Mike is from
Bro, Max, you have to swipe up
I was
on
gonna
the
say,
app.
Max,
Swipe up
yo,
on the
Mike bugging, gang.
you
Swipe
got
up on the app and join back.
But no, let's not discredit Dame though, because like if Dame really had Jokic, he would have done the same thing Jamal
But
Murray.
look,
If not, maybe
Jamal
one.
Murray, like it was a time when Jokic was on like the same level as like a LaMarcus Aldridge, like when he was younger for real.
Yeah, but
And
reverse
the
that.
Nuggets was doing better.
Yeah, but when this guy said Dame had LaMarcus Aldridge, Dame wasn't Dame when he had LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yes, he was Dame.
He
He
wasn't
came in.
Dame.
That
Dame
was
came in
early
the NBA.
Dame,
Bro,
though.
bro,
That's
Dame
like
came
how
in
you
the
say
NBA
it was
hooping.
early
He was
Jokic.
not
He hit the
Dame.
Dame came
game
in
winning
the NBA
shot
hooping.
over the Rockets in 2014.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
true.
Bro.
But he
Dame
still
came
was
in the-
young though. He still
Dame
was
came
young.
in the NBA hooping though, bro. He really always been Dame though.
Yeah, but he wasn't Dame that we know from like 2017 to 2020.
But nah, let's be real. Like, if the Warriors wasn't in the Western
That's
Conference,
another
the Blazers
reason
would
I'm
have
taking
at
Jamal Murray.
least one finals appearance.
LaMarcus
At
Aldridge
least.
was on
No, he'd have lost it. Well, he
Aldridge was on
did
the
beat
team
Harden
for
though.
3 years with Dame.
Yeah, so Dame had Marcus Aldridge for 3 years. One of them was a rookie, second year and third year, and his highest points per game he averaged when he was with Marcus was I think it was 21, right, or 20 or 21 points per game. And then he lost three of his 5 starters. This the year after.
But you're supposed to step that up in the playoffs. See, that's why Jamal Murray, I'll take him averaging 21 for the season because I know he's gonna give me my 28, 30 in the playoffs.
He a playoff riser, right?
Yo, Crunch. I'm glad you actually brought this up because when you think about it, though, Jamal Murray is probably the best player to never make an All-Star team, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
No, he's
Come
not.
on, you guys really think Jamal Murray better than Dame?
I don't think.
Jamal
I don't
Murray
think
is
it's
better
as I don't, like if we're talking
It's not
about
too
if
ridiculous.
we're including
Though.
playoffs, I don't think it's as crazy.
That's what I'm saying. It's
I
not
think
crazy.
it's-
If we're
I
talking
think
about
it's even
playoff-wise,
crazier.
I'm waiting for
The
LB
way
to bring
Dame
up.
has performed in
I'm
the
trying to,
playoffs.
bro.
I'm waiting for
you
LB to
so-
bring up him being clutch. You don't want to have that conversation.
Who,
Bro,
Dame
bro,
is
bro.
clutch?
For that.
Bro,
He's
I
literally
will
one of the
bring it up.
most
I just
clutch
think
players
we
of
need to
all
go one by
time.
You know what I'm
one.
saying? I got
You
you
don't
for
think
that.
Dame is clutch, Crunch?
Hey, listen,
No,
once
saying Dame
Jamal,
is-
once
no,
Jamal Murray
listen.
make an All-Star team, it's over.
I'm saying Dame is extremely clutch, but I'm saying Jamal Murray, bro. Like when you talk about
Like,
clutchness, bro, you
okay.
really can't. Like it's really you can really go have that conversation.
I see why you say that, though.
Nah.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
respectful.
I
Because
think
What's
he
his
had
Murray-
game
moments?
winners.
What's his biggest clutch moments? What's
But-
Jamal Murray's biggest clutch moments? Name
Bro, he
names.
put the Lakers.
the
He
Lakers.
had 2 game winners in one series on the Lakers.
Nah, low key, 2 game winners back to
That's
back
what I'm
is
saying,
OD
bro.
game.
Bro, but Dame been doing that his whole
I know
career.
Dame's shot is crazier though.
Yeah, Dame has some clutcher
But
shots,
you
bro,
put
but I'm
2
not gonna
game
lie.
winners
Back to
against
back
that.
in one series is kind of OD.
I mean, he sent the Thunder home with one shot.
He did send the Thunder home.
he did send the Thunder home. That's low key one of the clutchest shots of all time, game.
Damn, that half
He
court.
saved that Rockets series.
Half court that bitch though.
He was like a rookie.
And
He
he
put
sent
the
Harden
game
home
in
back in
there,
the day on the.
Yeah.
On the
You know what I'm
point
saying?
seven.
He said Harden.
No, Dame.
back in the day, gang.
But that's
what I'm
why.
saying. Like, if the
I'm pretty
Warriors
sure he's a
wasn't in the
rookie
Western
that-
But I
Conference,
think really the only
Blazers
other
would
point
have at
guard,
least
bro.
one finals appearance.
Bro, the only other point guard I think like small point guard, bro, that you can say I seen was just as clutch as Dame is like Jamal Murray and like Kyrie, bro.
Kyrie.
Okay.
That's why.
Kyrie is clutch.
Kyrie
though.
for what?
I agree with that.
Oh man, Kyrie.
I haven't seen nobody else really be that clutch. So that's why.
I ain't gonna lie, Crunch. I'm gonna have to throw Bob Cousy in there too. I ain't gonna lie.
Gang, watch out. Bro.
Oh yeah, no. It's obviously some before, like from back in the day. I'm talking about just out of
Back
the
in the day,
right now.
right now though, gang.
Yeah,
like
out of the
talking
point
about
guards in the
clutch,
league
bro,
right now.
You gotta talk about
Like-
Jalen
Like,
Brunson,
Jamal Murray over Chris
all
Paul.
that extra shit, bro.
Crunch. Let me ask you though. Do you not value anything over than playoffs right now? Like just like because
Even during the regular season, right? What's
Right,
wrong
so
with
Damian
20?
Lillard is
What's
a
wrong with 21
9-time
points a
NBA
game? What's wrong with that?
he's a 9-time NBA All-Star. How much All-Stars does Jamal Murray?
No, I'm saying what's wrong with me giving you like 21 points a game?
Nah, but
There's nothing
Jamal
wrong with it, but
Murray
guess who
could
else
never
gives 21
lead a
points a
team
game?
like Dame did for
But guess
years.
who else gives
That's
21
bad,
points a game?
He was
CJ McCollum. Guess who else has given 21 points a game for I think it's 8
Yeah,
straight
and
seasons.
CJ McCollum was carrying
CJ
Dame
McCollum.
some of them series.
No, he carried Dame no
Nah.
series.
As a
No
Dame
I
series.
won't
fan,
say
as
carry
a Dame
Dame,
fan,
but
you should know that.
Carry,
Game.
nah.
Nah,
Carry-
There's
He
no
gave him
series.
hella
He got
help.
the job
He gave
done
him
for
help.
him a couple
Carey's
times.
crazy.
He was
did.
a good
See,
second
CJ had to
option.
sacrifice the spotlight and stuff because he like a
CJ
nerd.
was
Yeah.
Say
tough,
that for
but
anyone though.
Yeah.
Any second
Nah,
option.
CJ was giving you 20 though. Just know
but
that.
there
like
was
a nerd,
multiple
bro.
times where CJ McCollum couldn't do it against the Nuggets in like 2020.
Yeah, Dame was hitting them lucky
2021
shots.
Couldn't
when
do
he
it.
sold the game, he sold Dame's 55-point game.
Yeah, he sold.
Stepped out
He
of
did
bounds.
sell that game, but at the
He
end of the
did
day,
sell that
helped Dame
game,
out
yeah.
sometime, though. He helped Dame out a lot.
Like, but like thing about Jamal Murray, you're never seeing Jamal Murray have a game like that.
Never.
Answer this. Who you got
never.
Jamal Murray?
Jamal Murray has
who
some
you got between
games
Jamal
in the-
Murray and CJ?
When have you ever seen Jamal Murray have 70 points?
You don't
He
need
won't
never
score,
seen
score,
it.
he won't score.
You need you. He a team player.
Yeah, I was gonna say Murray.
But I
don't
bet
have that
Dame.
clip.
If you look at Dame's averages, assists, he's averaged way more assists than Jamal Murray.
Jamal Murray ain't average close.
Let me
to
go search that up actually, bro.
He
No, no.
he
Let me go
getting
search
lucky
that up, bro.
assists.
I'm telling you, I don't think.
End of the
bro,
shot
Word
clock.
too. I low key think Dame got it, but I'm not gonna be surprised.
Yeah, I mean,
mean,
I'm
it's-
not
it's-
IQ.
it's relatively-
I think Jamal Murray got more IQ too.
Honestly, I
don't think Murray. I don't think Murray played enough yet to compare them yet.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna look it up then, since you said that. I'm gonna look it up.
But just because
Murray
Jamal
need
has
more
the
years,
ring,
bro.
Okay,
And
Murray,
plus,
okay.
Murray averages
he
6
playing with the
assists.
best player in the
Dame
world
averages
too,
7.
bro. He playing with the best player in the world.
Dame averages 7 assists.
Yeah.
Jamal
Right?
Murray is making him the
Jamal
best
Murray
player in the
averages
world, though.
6.
I ain't gonna lie. It's times that Jokic, but it's times that
Hold on,
Jokic said, "Hold on,
Who said Murray making him the best
Bro,
player in the
bro.
world?
Listen, it's
bro.
times when Jokic said that Jamal Murray was the best player on the team.
Bro,
Yeah, but that
that
don't mean
I
probably
anything.
mean,
Like,
that
Look,
that
that
But it's
does not mean
times that
anything.
just the fact that he even think about saying that.
Yo, Shaq
Give
I mean
said.
that
giving his
Yo,
teammates
Shaq
listen.
said.
confidence.
Steph
You said
said.
Shaq
Yeah,
said
I'll say
what?
the
Hold
same
on. You
thing.
said Shaq said what?
I said Shaq said one time that Steph Curry's better than all time. Are you gonna? Do you believe that?
So yeah, we comparing Jamal Murray to Steph then,
No,
basically.
but you said
that's crazy. Like you can
Well,
compare
actually,
Dame to
hold on. I
Steph.
do believe that though. I
you
believe
believe
Steph is over
Steph
Shaq.
Curry's better than Shaq all time.
But
Yes.
just because a teammate says that doesn't like that's just some people
Exactly.
trying
Yeah,
It
to
that's
doesn't
just
mean
I'm
instill
talking
anything.
confidence.
about. I'm talking about just the simple fact that he said that though.
Okay,
but
but
then
this
he
Yeah,
sounds
has
Jalen
so.
Green
This
said
sounds
that
so.
You know
about
how
if you
good
play
that you have
on
to
the
be
Rockets.
though.
It doesn't mean
I'm
if
saying
you
how
play
good.
a
If you
team
saying the
sport
best
for
player in the
real, of
world
course you're
is
trying to
saying
give your
he's
teammates
better than me
confidence.
right
So
now.
you
it
think?
doesn't really
Hey,
matter
Crunch.
if he's the
I'm
best player
not
in the world or
saying
not.
overall.
bro, but
He
you're
said
always
that
gonna
like
say
he
that
said
about your
that for like over
teammates.
the
Like,
course of the last couple months type of thing. When he said that, he was like, "Yeah, he's been the best player on our
Trent,
team."
can I ask a
He
question?
He
wasn't
gonna
saying
Because
he gonna say
overall,
that to
huh?
give his teammates confidence.
Yeah, he
yeah,
gives
let me
him
ask you.
But you're
confidence.
not gonna
Yeah.
say that to no dude
Because
that's
once
just.
Jamal Murray get that confidence, he give you
That's what I'm
20,
saying.
28
But
Yeah,
he's
it's
points.
not
showing you
Yeah.
though.
confidence,
But I'm saying
nothing.
he's showing you with the numbers too. So sometimes he'll be
I
averaging
mean,
30.
with
Sometimes
the
he'll be
numbers,
sometimes he'll be averaging like 30 for the whole series.
You're right.
Crunch.
I'll give you that.
Going off
I'll
your
give you
wait,
logic.
that.
Going off your logic. Yeah.
Plus the
wait a
game
minute.
winners.
Hold on, Jamal Murray never averaged no 30.
No,
yeah,
I'm saying no. I'm saying for like series, not for the season, but
bro.
like it'd be series where he averaging 30 for real.
But like
Crunch. I
Jamal
got
Murray
a
just isn't.
comparison.
He wasn't on an
His
elite
highest
team like
his
Dame
highest
has.
average
Wait,
in a
hold on.
playoffs. Obviously, I'm not talking
Okay,
about a specific
do
series.
you only care
His
about
highest
points
average is
or do other
26.
stats matter?
He averaged
Like,
30 on the Lakers.
But Dame definitely averages more assists. He averages more
I think.
rebounds
Hold on, I might
probably
be
than
wrong
Jamal
about that.
Murray.
It was one of the series he averaged 30. You said what? You said
I
Are
have
what,
a
you
bro?
only
comparison.
valuing points in the series, or are you
I'm talking
valuing
about
other
skill
stats?
set. He got
No,
a
he's
better
just talking
mid
about
range
skill.
game. He got
I
a
get
better
what you're
mid range
saying.
game
I
than
think it's easier for a
No,
second option to get more buckets than a first option.
But
Crunch.
that's
I
because
think
Dame is a
Crunch.
better
Dame.
Crunch.
So
playmaker
I
why?
and a
All
think
right.
better
So why is
scorer.
Dame wasn't doing it with Giannis?
Loki's
Crunch. I think you're
Dame's
thinking
a
of
better
when
three-point
when
scorer,
You hardly play
three-point
with
Butler
shooter,
went
and a
Giannis.
against
better
Donovan
Playoffs.
playmaker.
Mitchell.
He said
He
he a better
averaged
3-point
32.
shooter.
Wait, are you
And a
trying
better
to? Okay,
playmaker.
so
Bro, Dame
that
Uh,
means
still
you
the
gotta go
best
back. You gotta
three-point
go back
shooters
to
in the
Jokic
world.
and Giannis and how
I
they
give it to
play.
him. You said what?
You gotta go back to Giannis and Jokic on how they play. Jokic
Exactly.
trying to get everybody involved.
Exactly.
Giannis just trying to dunk the fucking ball.
But
No man. Yeah,
but
no
you
man.
guys are like talk about
If you look,
Dame like
Jamal Murray and Giannis in the East, they went to the finals.
Jamal Murray and who in the East?
Giannis, Jamal Murray and
Jamal
Giannis.
Murray
Yeah,
and
Not
Giannis.
no
shit.
East.
Dame and Jokic, like
I
Dame
just
and
think we never
Jokic,
saw Murray
Dame and
might
lose
say the
to
same
Jokic. So
shit.
let me
so
ask
we'll
you this
never
question:
know.
is Dame gonna hit them game winners on the Lakers?
Yes, Dame would hit. Yes, Dame would
got
yes,
it.
he's
But
done
Dame
it
gets the
multiple
ball
times
in
in
the
his career.
situation
Jamal
when he
Murray
needs it,
got
though.
those in the mid range though.
Like
Let's
Crunch.
be real.
Crunch. I have a comparison.
You can't compare a second option to a first option,
Yes, you
bro.
can.
Yeah.
It's but
Oh
That's
going
like
off by your
comparing Kyrie
logic.
to Dame.
Especially when you
oh
play with the
hell
best player in the
no!
world. Like
Wait, let
he
oh
not.
let
Yeah.
hell
Let's
no.
Hold on.
Jamal
First of
Murray
all,
couldn't lead a team like
first of
Dame
all,
could.
Jokic is still the best player in the world.
Oh
Yes.
No,
hell
Giannis is the
no,
best player in
bro!
the world.
Why is
Stop
this a
it.
Let me ask you
question,
guys a
bro?
question,
Jokic is
bro.
easily the
Giannis
best
is
player in
the
the
Let
best
me
world.
player
ask
in
you
the
a
Athletic
world.
question.
1
Number one.
year dictatorship,
Is
bro.
Jokic better
Jokic
than
is the
Anthony
best player in
Edwards?
the world.
Yes,
Yeah.
Giannis the
All
best
right,
player.
I was asking. I was asking.
Come on, gang. Let's be real. He
All
does it
One
on both
playoff
sides of
series,
the
and
ball,
it's great, but
and it's very
One
efficient.
year don't
Are we
determine who's
sure?
the best
Hold
player in the
on.
world, bro.
Are
Yo,
we
Stop.
sure that Jokic has
who
surpassed
got
Kyrie?
this? Who got
Jokic
this
does it
up on the
all.
screen right now? Who got, bro? Why is this a question? Jamal Murray will nowhere near be better than Damian
They
Lillard.
nowhere
That's
near.
what I'm saying, bro. That's
No
insane.
way.
Talking about
That's what I'm saying. You
No,
can't compare a second option
right.
to a first option, bro. You just switch.
Thank you. The nigga was always on number one option.
That's
Dame
up,
has
Chris.
led a
Feel
team to
me?
the conference finals. Jamal Murray can never do that without
Well,
Jokic.
somebody
I
had the
mean,
same
I'm not
question. I
gonna
had to
go
tell
that
me
far because we just
to
haven't
take it
seen
down.
it. I'm not gonna
Like, this is
disrespect.
I mean, we never
blasphemy.
seen it, but I'm just saying you can't compare. That's all I'm saying. You can't compare bro.
You can't compare, bro.
We was comparing Dame to Kyrie. Now we comparing Dame to fucking.
Yeah, that's
Come
crazy.
bro. That's
Jamal
crazy.
Murray.
Bro.
You just think
I'm gonna tell
about
you why.
Dame's low lights in Milwaukee.
I'm gonna tell you why. Jamal Murray is on the same level as all these dudes.
It is in regards to what though?
He's playing with the best player in the
In
world.
regards to just going off.
Is it though? Because I mean, like,
You talking about just going off?
when you're saying going off, going off.
Like,
when,
yeah, Jamal Murray's gonna go
like,
off every once in a while.
I ain't gonna lie. I
He's not
never
No, but
seen
I'm saying,
like the
Jamal
other
Murray.
players.
I
no,
never
he's
seen
gonna
Jamal
go off
Murray
when you
double
need him
team.
to go off.
I never seen Jamal Murray get double
I
team.
mean, in the playoffs, he's had 2 years. He's had 2 years where he's done
Yeah, he's
well.
a playoff riser.
What? 2 years?
Yeah, why did he go off last year?
He's had 2 years where he's averaged 20, where he's averaged 26 and 7 assists.
As a second option.
That's what I would consider going off for Jamal Murray.
But that's what I need though.
Yeah, but he hasn't done
That's
that.
not comparable to like saying Dame going
No,
off when he
but
averages
sometimes Dame
35.
can't even. Sometimes Dame can't even do that when he needs
Yeah,
to.
but if you're comparing just like playoffs, like how they, I'm talking playoffs.
What did Dame do against?
Are you talking about? Okay, are you just talking about his whole career or just with the Bucks?
Yeah, you're talking
Just,
about him
just
on
time and time again, even on Portland, kind of was
On
coming
Portland, he
short,
was
right?
that guy.
Crazy. What?
In Portland, he was that guy.
But was he or was he not coming up short a lot?
No,
He came
But
up
he was
short
the number
because
one
he had
option.
pieces
He
around him.
was the number one
But
option.
he can't handle it.
He didn't come up short.
Wait.
because of
Coming
him.
up
Murray
short
handled
versus
it. He
a
played
team
with
that's
Me and Murray
supposed
can't handle. You
isn't
seen
coming up
Murray
short.
pull LeBron. Send
Hey,
LeBron.
God.
in his own.
Bro.
Wait, losing against a team that's supposed to beat you isn't coming up short.
Bro,
What you mean he's supposed to beat
You
you?
talk about Jamal Murray's teammates. He has the best player in the world, Jokic. Damian Lillard has CJ
Bro,
McCollum.
Damian
CJ
Lillard
McCollum, I
played
love
with the
him.
top 10 scorer all time, Carmelo Anthony.
Come on.
What?
Let's see what's
Wow.
going on. Stop. He averaged a solid 13
I think
points.
LaMarcus
That
Aldridge
nigga's
topped
got the league
something.
after that.
Chris
LaMelo
Paul.
was Carmelo was off the bench.
There's so many excuses right
Come
now.
on.
There's so
Yeah,
many
you just
excuses for
complain. Come
Damian
on,
Lillard.
man. This was
Good,
So
come on,
many
come on,
excuses for
gang.
Damian Lillard right
What
he
do you
wasn't
mean
always the first
excuses?
option.
Damian
He was just
Lillard, everybody
he
was
was
He always underperforming in the
All I'm gonna
playoffs.
say is
That's like saying Russ and Paul
Jokic,
George
it would be
couldn't
the
win with
same
Carmelo
thing,
Anthony.
gang.
One of the
This
best
nigga,
scorers.
this
Like,
nigga
he's
always
right.
underperforming in the playoffs, bro. Y'all give excuses every time.
I ain't gonna lie. It's not like Dame knocked off
This
his
nigga just
team or
got
something,
outplayed by
bro.
Tyrese Halliburton last year. Y'all didn't say
Dude,
shit.
he's coming off blood clots. Like, bro,
Nigga
He
got
definitely
outplayed
got
by
outplayed, but he
Nigga
Wait,
got
definitely got
outplayed by
outplayed by
Tyrese
wait.
Halliburton.
You said last
Right.
season
He
he got
definitely got
outplayed.
outplayed by
He got outplayed
Tyrese.
by Tyrese Halliburton. Yeah, for sure.
He averaged 30.
Like, what the fuck? Outplayed.
Nah.
What are you talking
He
about?
got
Tyrese
one
hit a
good game.
Yo, Tyrese hit a game winning one of them last year too.
last year if they had
He didn't
Giannis,
get
they would have
Won the series
outplayed.
does not mean Tyrese outplayed him. Look at the
Hey, yo,
numbers.
look, he
Bro,
let
that nigga-
Tyrese
that
Halliburton
nigga-
hit a
that
game winner on
Crunch.
them last year
Crunch,
too.
that nigga had one good half of basketball in that series.
What do you mean?
Nah.
One guy-
He averaged 30.
30.
Yeah, because of that one.
Averaged 30.
What the
Because of
fuck
that
is
one-
you
because of
talking
that
What are you
about?
talking
Because of
about?
that one good half, nigga.
Bro,
If y'all
that's
don't
crazy.
know
You
the
got
stats,
one
y'all
good
don't know
half?
shit, then just say that. Don't sit here and come on here
That
and say
nigga got outplayed by Tyrese
outplayed.
Halliburton the rest of the series. Yeah.
That's
Bro,
funny as
Come on,
hell.
gang. Just because Dame didn't win the series does not mean Tyrese.
Yeah, that doesn't mean he got
outplayed.
outplayed.
Tyrese
Yeah,
Halliburton
yeah.
Bro,
outplayed.
outplayed
Yes,
us.
He didn't get outplayed though.
Y'all
That's
not
really
talking about
watched the
no.
series.
Y'all not
Yeah,
talking about the
he
whole
did.
career,
Giannis
bro.
played
Y'all
in
talking
that
Wait,
about
just because
bro,
you
it's not
lose
even
doesn't mean
close.
that you got
Bro, he got
outplayed.
outplayed.
I'm saying though,
He
D.
did
Man,
it. He
Like, just face it.
averaged 30.
He outplayed Damian Lillard game.
He did not outplay Damian.
Y'all really
Like,
trying
you
to
really,
compare
y'all can't be
options
serious.
to a
I was
Y'all
averaging
going off
30
of
getting
wins.
outplayed.
I ain't gonna like, hey, Crunch, give me Tyrese Halliburton over Damian Lillard easily.
I think
ain't-
I think he got to.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Like,
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you why, Chris.
Bro, I just
you
watched
believe
I
this
just watched
crunch?
Tyrese.
Nah, crunch. You
I
got
just
Tyrese
watched,
Halliburton
bro, I just
just
watched
cooking the
Tyrese
game.
close out the series against
People-
the
Look, Chris, Halliburton. I think Halliburton about to go back to the conference finals again. They gonna beat the Cavs.
bugging.
Crunch,
Oh,
this nigga close.
Y'all
No,
Hey,
they ain't
Crunch.
gonna beat the
Hey,
Cavs,
you know what
Crunch. I don't
though?
about
You know what
that.
though? If
No,
if
they
DG don't
typically
come back,
got
you might be
one,
right.
bro.
This is
They-
a typical
they
game
good.
one overreaction right now.
If DG
Yo,
if
Crunch.
DG
I mean,
don't
they
come
can,
back, you
though.
might be
They
right.
can.
But
It's a possibility.
if
If
DG don't
DG
come
don't
back,
come
you
back,
might
it's
be
a
right. But if
possibility.
DG comes back,
Bro, I just watched Tyrese
Nah, I
Halliburton
ain't
close
gonna
out
lie.
Giannis.
Y'all
Why
sleeping
is y'all
on-
going off a
Watch
game one
Tyrese.
That's
overreaction?
without
bro.
DG,
Y'all
Y'all-
can't be
y'all
Jamal
serious.
sleeping on
Murray is
Lakers,
the
bro.
reincarnation of
This
Brandon Roy.
nigga took Giannis out the dribble twice.
Dude,
A game one overreaction. You gotta chill, gang.
voted the
Y'all
most
gotta
Then
chill.
he
overrated
just
player.
then he just
Overreaction.
took Donovan
It's a
Mitchell.
7-game
He just cooked
series,
Donovan
brother. It's
Yeah,
not.
he did just
The series not over.
he just scored on
Donovan
Giannis
Mitchell-
for the game, bro.
in my opinion, if DG comes back,
This nigga said DG. This nigga.
he's the
If
second
Darius
best player
Garland
on
comes
the
back,
team.
the series over.
That
Little
nigga.
You say this? You're
Tyrese
talking about
Halliburton finna kick
DG.
him too.
All right, hold on,
Tyrese
hold on.
not
Hey,
taking
I'm gonna
Garland.
let Lenny go here real quick. Hey, Lenny, what's up, man?
Wait, Garland can play defense now? What the hell?
I wanna use your logic against you and see if it's consistent.
Oh man, here
Come
we go.
playoff time, who are you taking, Jimmy Butler or Chris Middleton?
Jimmy Butler.
Why?
Nigga, Jimmy Butler. What the hell?
No one knocked you for starters.
Chill. Chris
Chris
Middleton
Middleton
got that
Chris
game.
Middleton has a ring.
That's
Chris
what I'm
Middleton has a
saying.
ring.
Thank you.
He has more game winners than Jimmy Butler. In fact, he has hit the most clutch shots, tied with LeBron for a playoff run.
Damn, fuck LeBron.
So
Tell you
your
why.
logic
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna take Jimmy Butler.
doesn't make sense.
Go ahead,
For one,
Crush.
For one, he led his mean, his team to the NBA Finals twice, right or wrong.
Also, leading matters now, but when it's Jamal Murray, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
So
but Damian
Oh yeah,
Lillard
why
never.
you bringing up with it now?
No, but I'm saying Dame. I'm saying Dame. Like, it'll be different if Dame led some teams to the finals. then I
What
would probably
team?
take Dame. But I'm
Yeah,
stuck.
like nigga, you talking like Damian Lillard took a
Another
team to the
question.
fucking
Another
finals.
question.
Nigga,
He
what
Another
the
led
question.
them
fuck?
to
Another
the
That's
question.
what
Eastern
Another
I'm
question.
Conference
saying.
Finals, and he
Nigga
had to
went to
run
the
into the
nigga
best
went to the
team in
conference
the
finals and
Nigga,
got
Steph
swept.
fucking Curry. If
he had to
Steph
run
Curry
into
was
the
not in the
Eastern
Yeah,
conference
he was
Conference
finals,
supposed
you
to
would
he
Finals.
have
was
one
supposed to
finals
he was
appearance
supposed to
out of
like
five.
Jamal Murray went farther than
If
Dame.
Steph Curry was not in
I
the
watched
conference, you would have
Jamal
one
Murray
finals
outplay
appearance.
LeBron 3 times in the series. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
No, stop it, bro. If y'all, let's be
The
real.
team. The
Let's be
team that
real.
takes it
I
to
just
the
watched
conference
Jamal
finals.
Murray
Half
outplay
time not in the
LeBron
league
three
no more.
times in the playoff series. Back to back.
No, for
Back to
real,
back.
man.
When did Chris Middleton outplay LeBron? That's supposed to be the GOAT.
Chris, you're just shouting. You're not
Fucking
actually
up.
saying. You're not actually saying anything
Yeah,
logical. You're just
they're
shouting.
just
Jamal
shouting.
Murray
Yeah.
outplayed
Shouting.
LeBron, bro, in the playoffs, bro.
Yeah, so
He did.
is Murray better than LeBron?
He outplayed Jimmy Butler too.
So
Oh yeah, he definitely did in the finals.
But Jamal Murray should have got the Finals MVP and the Conference Finals MVP.
What?
Yeah, he
Oh.
should
You
have,
definitely
bro.
don't want Jamal.
He
You
just
definitely
love
don't
this
want
nigga
Jamal.
Jamal Murray
Bro,
or
I
something.
I just watched Jamal Murray outplay Kawhi
You
and
just watched
Harden,
this,
bro.
but you didn't watch that
What?
finals series. If you said,
Yeah.
I watched
How you gonna
Jamal
say
Murray.
he
what
deserved to
Jamal
get
Murray the
Finals
best player on the
MVP?
team, bro.
y'all just said anything.
And if
In a
you
big
can
game,
Why?
bro,
Sucking
crunch,
and
Oh
crunch.
God.
In the big
In
moments,
a
he
big
got
game
it.
5, Jamal Murray dropped 40 out of everybody. Come on, bro.
He
Jamal
had
Murray
40
way
one
better
game
than
in the
that.
Stop,
He
man,
series.
stop
did though. He
playing
Jamal
with
did.
me,
Murray
That was
Yeah,
a
give
averaged
me
big
Jamal
game,
Murray
bro.
with Damian Lillard for sure.
Jamal Murray averaged 21 and 10 in the finals. Jokic averaged 30, 14, and 7.
But y'all
How
said
you gonna
Jamal.
say
But
that he
hold on,
deserved Finals
but y'all
MVP?
say Jokic the playmaker though. So when Jamal Murray
Right.
switched his
He's
role,
scoring more
yeah,
than him.
he's
you
a
was
playmaker, and
playmaking and
Jokic still
scoring, just
scores
like
better than him. Yeah,
Jokic.
imagine that.
Come on.
Imagine that.
No, I'm saying what he averaged in the whole series, and you say that Jamal Murray
So hold
deserved
on, say the
Finals
stats
MVP.
again.
Jokic averaged 30, 14 boards, and 7 assists. Jamal Murray
But
averaged
y'all said
21
Jokic was the
points.
playmaker though. So then Jamal Murray had to switch
You
his
said Jamal
role,
was the scorer, so
and then
you
he was
know.
still scoring and playmaking, bro. Jamal
Yeah,
Murray should have got
Jokic
the
Yeah.
is
finals
better.
MVP.
Jokic
You
had
said he
Jamal Murray
averaged 20 and
averaged
10.
21.
You said he averaged 20 and 10 though.
He averaged 20 and 10.
Damn, bro. And
Jokic
he's a
averaged
better
30
defender
and
than Jokic.
14
Hey,
with
look.
7
And he's a
assists.
better defender than Jokic.
Oh, Jamal Murray on defense, man. No, he's
Jamal Murray way
Damn,
better than
shit you
Damian
just
Lillard on
said,
defense.
LB.
Damian Lillard don't play no defense.
bro. It's that little of a gap. There's no point discussing it. Like,
I,
okay,
I,
but
I,
he's still
I'm
better
just
than-
on the whole, he deserved the Finals MVP.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's
that's crazy.
what I'm
That's
talking about.
crazy.
Man, give me,
That's
man, give
insane,
me
nigga.
yes, bro. Yes, Jamal Murray deserved the finals appeal, but
Wait, why? Because he got a triple double?
yeah, for sure.
Jokic had 2 though. Jokic had 2 though.
Yeah,
But
Jokic did.
but Jokic
I mean,
don't
Jamal
play no
Murray did
defense
get a
though.
triple double.
Jokic had 2 though.
Like Jokic don't play no defense though.
Because
You
he
acting
doesn't
like
play no
Jamal Murray's
defense.
some
Like,
all-time
what? You
defender.
acting like Jamal
Like
Murray
Jokic
was
don't play
Jamal
no
Murray is
defense.
not a
Wait,
good
so
defender.
Jokic, the guy
man.
who had 2 games with 2 blocks or more, and then had 1 game with 1 steal and 1 game with
Wait,
3
so
steals.
block, so
Hey,
block.
hey, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Defense, huh?
Hold on. He probably the same nigga that
Why
think.
are you making it sound like Jamal Murray's a lockdown game?
Hold on, he making it
He
seem
was
like.
better lock down than Jokic. For sure.
Wait. So you
Hey,
basically
look, I
saying
just
Kobe
looked it
should
up
have
for
won?
this series though. You can't talk about blocks because for the Clippers series, they average the same amount of blocks.
Wait, you
Bro,
basically
thank you, bro.
saying.
Jamal,
What are you
Jamal
talking
Murray and
about?
I
Jokic.
was talking
Hold on,
about
let's
the
go back to the
This
finals.
nigga
finals.
gave
No, I was just
Jokic
saying
I
the
don't know
game.
what he said about the
Go ahead,
finals. I'm not
Morgan.
talking about the
Because I was
finals.
just looking up the series. I'm looking up the finals then.
Yeah, I was talking specifically about
Murray
the
being a
finals.
better
He was saying
defender doesn't
that he
mean
deserved
Wait.
MVP over
Better,
Jokic.
like,
You
close
saying he's
to
a better
Jokic.
defender does not put him over Jokic.
Yeah, like Jokic is like.
No, but
literally
he.
talked
I'm
about
saying Jamal
probably
Murray
the
be
best
hooping.
player
What are
in
we
the world
talking
right now.
about?
He
It's only because y'all said
saying
that
Kobe
he.
should have won Finals MVP then.
Y'all was
for
talking like he not leading
if
the
it comes
team.
to Jamal Murray winning Finals MVP.
Hold on, yo, Jamal Murray averaged more assists than Jokic in the finals,
No, we did. Oh, yeah,
No.
he did.
Oh yeah, he did. He only had 3
and
more
hold on,
assists.
and more steals.
Damn, I ain't know that.
But Jokic
But
averaged
it's still,
10 more
but it's
points.
still about impact though. You know what I'm saying?
So
Jokic
that's
had more
they
points than
said
more
no.
boards.
So
and more
I agree
steals.
with Chris. Then they
Wait,
said
you're
Jokic was the
comparing
playmaker.
0.8 to 1.
They said Jokic was the
0.8 to
playmaker.
1.
But
One is
Jamal
still more than
Murray out here
0.8.
lead. He got 20 and 10.
That's what I'm saying. This
And
Jokic
Jokic had 30,
Jamal Murray had
40,
20 and
7.
10.
I gotta.
It
We
was
gotta
like,
go
what
game
are we
by
talking
game then.
about?
So let's go game by game and then figure out
Impact
why
matters,
he
bro.
averaged 30.
Kyler Murray
The
Jamal
only
Murray
game
never
where I
seen.
would have, where you can make an argument that Jamal Murray played better, and even then you kind of have a tough case, is game game 3.
I'm saying though.
And
Game
even
3
then,
was what?
Jamal
Game
Murray
3 was
had
back in my.
34, 10, and 10.
But you got to remember.
Jokic had 32,
Y'all
21,
not
and 10.
thinking
Listen
about
to me. Listen
impact
to
on a
me. I'm
basketball
saying game
game.
3 is when they went back to Miami, though, right around.
Yes. That's
That's
when
a,
they went. That's when they went back
that's a
to.
big. That's a big
Yep.
game, bro.
Yeah, but you're saying it as if Jamal Murray outplayed Jokic. They both played great.
I'm
So in
saying though,
game
they both
one,
play
so in
tremendous.
game
And
one,
honestly,
hey, look.
Jamal
So in
Murray
game one,
playing great because Jokic getting double teamed. Who
no,
somebody
but
got to
look,
be
in
open.
game one though, in game one, Jamal Murray had 26 points. Jokic had 27.
Yeah, and
In
they
game
and
one,
he had 10
Jamal Murray
assists,
had 10 assists.
and Jokic had
Jokic
14.
had 14 assists.
Like, what are we talking? Like, what are we
I'm
talking?
confused.
No. I'm
I'm
saying he right there with him though.
He
I'm
right
not
there
saying
with
again.
him.
I'm not saying that Jamal
So
Murray.
he's playing up to the level
I'm saying
of
that he
Jokic.
didn't
So
deserve
you're
it.
making it
Y'all
seem
are
like he
going off of
carrying them.
stats. We all need
No,
to
that's
go off the
crazy.
impact
You
on
see
the
what I'm saying?
basketball game.
Bro, that's
I-
crazy to say.
If you look
You
at
see what I'm
again,
saying?
game one and game
I'm
three.
saying he up there with him.
No, again, game one and game three. I'm with you, Crunch. I'm with
So
you.
let's go to game two.
Bro,
Yeah, Jokic had 41.
And hold on, in game two, Jokic had 41 points. That's when Jamal Murray had 18 and 10. Jokic only had 4 assists. So he's
And
supposed to
he had 11 rebounds.
11
No,
rebounds.
I'm saying so he's not doing his job.
His
And
job as a
that's
center
why they
is
lost that
How's he
game
not doing his job?
because he wasn't playmaking. He only had 4
His job
assists.
as a center is to rebound the
So he's required to play make every single night.
That's what listen, bro. That's a responsibility.
His responsibility is to help the team win games.
So hold
That's
on,
what he did.
right? And they lost that game.
I'm,
So
I'm,
exactly.
yeah,
Hold on,
I'm
thank you.
not.
Time
I'm
out.
so
Thank
surprised
you.
at why y'all,
Hold
why
on,
y'all
and they lost that
surprised on
game because
Jamal
he wasn't
Murray
doing his
getting
job. So
more
let's go to
assists than
game
Jokic.
3. I mean, yeah, this game 3. Jamal Murray, 34
Wait.
points.
So,
Hold on, Jamal Murray, 34 points, 10 assists.
Y'all shouldn't be surprised if Jamal Murray has more assists. He's the point guard.
What?
no, it's not. I'm not even going there.
Now
I'm
he
not
don't
going
think
there with that.
I'm not.
Wait.
I'm not
So the reason why they lost is because Jokic had 4 assists, right?
Jamal Murray is averaging 10
But he had 4 assists in the last
assists.
2 games that they won.
Come on, family. And then and every time they run through Jamal Murray, they win in the game.
Again, I'm not saying that Jamal Murray played bad. I'm saying that he didn't
I'm
deserve
saying,
more
what does it
Jokic.
mean that, like, when does it mean that, like, if they win in the game every time they run through him?
If every time they run through who?
Jamal Murray should have been a Finals MVP, man.
Why?
I just told you they win in the game every time they run through him.
How? Okay.
Because in the
What
next
is running
game when
through
they
him?
won,
What
because
is
in the
running
next
through him?
game they won, it was Aaron Gordon who had the best game on the court on the team.
What game? Game 4?
Game 4. You know what I'm saying? Jokic is not standing out.
He's not standing out with 32, 21, 10, or
He
averaging
didn't
30.
have that in
40.
that game though.
So the whole series don't
He didn't
matter.
have that every game though. That's what I'm saying.
He had 30, 14, and 7.
I'm
if
telling you,
average
game
it.
by
Average
game. You're not
30,
listening.
30,
You keep
14.
talking over it so you won't hear it.
No, I'm hearing what you're saying, bro.
You're not listening. And then this is the last game right here. I'm waiting for it to load up on my phone right now.
I'm looking at it right now. Jokic had 20s, 8, 16 rebounds, and 4 assists.
Just saying, on the last game, this is what Jokic did.
But because he had 4 assists one game, that's not making finals.
So your
You're
whole
not
point
listening.
was they lost game 2 because he had 4 assists, but they won game 4 and 5 when he had 4 assists.
Hold on, bro. I'm about to show you right now. Because they was running through Jamal Murray when he had 4 assists the other times. Right? And on the last game, man, I'm trying to tell you, man, Jamal Murray outplayed that, man. But
He
I
objectively
would
did.
definitely take him over Damian Lillard, though. I'm not going to lie.
I'm not even talking about the Jamal Dame shit. My whole thing is this whole Jokic finals.
Yeah, I mean, you
Jokic
care so
finals.
much about Jokic. I mean, he's really not the best player in the world, though. He's not.
Nah, I think the best player in the world is Anthony Edwards for sure.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think he's better
Are
than
you were you saying that before this playoff series? This past
Yes,
playoff?
I was saying it last year. He was better than Jokic.
Who was saying that last year?
You just beat him last year.
Anthony Davis played both sides of the basketball. Jokic.
And so does Giannis. What the hell?
But wait, Giannis better than Anthony Edwards on offense?
What? Yes. What are we talking about?
This nigga. Yeah, Crunch, you be serious, bro. This nigga be these. Who you be getting up in here, bro? Nigga say
I don't know about that one, dog.
Hey, man, I think most people would objectively.
Y'all can't be serious. Y'all really think Anthony Edwards is better than Giannis right now?
Yes,
Yes,
nigga.
right,
What
so,
the fuck?
yes, I'll give it some right
Yes.
Get the fuck out of here. What else are you giving in besides
now. Bro,
the
Anthony Edwards is damn near the best player in the world.
Crunch, I just watched Giannis get fried in the clutch on defense.
Just
When he had
because
a
he
guard
lost in the playoffs does not mean
Anthony Edwards is not
better.
letting Halliburton do that, bro.
No,
Just
do you know?
because
You
of
can't.
that,
You
Anthony
y'all
Edwards
are
don't
not.
now
know,
saying
dog.
Anthony Edwards is better. That
Halliburton
doesn't
would
make
not
any
get no
sense.
separation on
You're
Anthony
not letting
Edwards.
That
Halliburton.
doesn't make any sense.
You don't
Though.
know that though. What the
Like
fuck?
that's what I'm saying.
Halliburton,
Like, you don't even
Halliburton is
That's a
not getting
hypothetical,
separation on
bro. There's
Anthony
no
Edwards
point
as a
arguing on
defender.
hypotheticals, bro.
You're just
gang.
not letting him do it.
Just
How do
because
you
he's
know
off in the
that?
playoffs means
It
Ant
hasn't
is better.
happened.
Wait, who's a better shot creator, Luka Doncic or Halliburton?
Shot creator, Halliburton, low key.
Whoa.
Low key. I said low key.
I mean, I would say.
Luka gets
What?
Hold on.
iffy and trying
I
to
would
find
say.
the
I
shot.
would say Luka.
He
Hold
rather
on.
draw
Am I
contact than try to
tripping?
create his own shots.
If I tripping though, it's Luka, right?
Luka, bro. I watch
Right,
Ant
it's
clamp
Luka.
Luka. Ant is not letting Halliburton cook him on no
Who
damn
said
final
that?
possession. You
Y'all
crazy,
basing
We're
bro.
this
talking
off
about
of
one
one
possession.
play.
You
Y'all
crazy,
can't
Man,
be
you
bro.
can't just
serious,
talk
bro.
about one
Anthony
possession.
Edwards.
That's what I'm
Crazy.
saying. Y'all only talk about one possession. Stop
That's
it, bro.
true
That's
though.
weak.
Luka was
It's multiple.
It's
Nigga,
that
it's
y'all
multiple
are
possessions.
basing
It was
y'all are
multiple
basing y'all
possessions. You
argument
probably
over
honest.
Halliburton frying Giannis. That doesn't make any sense,
no,
bro.
it's more than that.
Like,
Okay,
you
it's more
shouldn't
than
be
that. Like
getting
what?
fried like that.
Why is Ant better than
You
Giannis?
shouldn't be
He's just
getting.
better than him. He beat him.
Like how?
Yeah, he a better offensive player.
And
He
it's a
beating
better
more
offensive player,
teams,
and
like
it's
more
just the
superstars right
closest
now.
defender. And the
What?
defense
Wait,
is
to
He's at
close.
that
Giannis?
Anthony
point,
Edwards
bro.
Y'all,
closest defender.
Anthony Edwards is
Giannis?
a better defender than Giannis.
I
Bro, he's
wouldn't.
at that point.
That's disgusting.
He's at the.
I
He's at
said
that point
close.
in
I didn't say
time.
he was better.
I would argue not.
It's
If
all,
yeah,
it's
Not the
but
best
Anthony
shooter
Edwards
in the
is
Everybody
my
league.
best
keep
shooter
caring
in the
about
league.
basketball.
yeah, but you only taking
He's
Argue
not the
about
best shooter in the
football.
league.
yeah, but
Whatever
we're only
argument.
taking
You said you
Not
want
the
to
best
argue
shooter in the
percentage.
league.
yeah, but we're only
This
taking
nigga
a
shot.
sample
Not.
size
This
of what
nigga shot.
Anthony Edwards is doing now. But if you're taking both of them careers respectfully, Giannis clears Anthony Edwards. If
You
you take
talking about
career,
careers though? I'm talking about right now.
I
Oh
mean,
yeah, for sure.
yeah, but
Even
Giannis,
right,
That's for
even
sure.
right
What are you
now,
talking
you
about right
can make
now?
a
but
pretty decent argument
wasn't
for
Giannis
Giannis
just
over
averaging like
Anthony Edwards.
35 in the playoffs?
What
Like
the fuck? Like, what are we talking about?
Giannis was averaging 35 points in the playoffs. Like I
35
Bro,
understand.
what
and like
playoffs?
Like don't get me
12.
wrong,
But he can't
I know
score
he
though.
got beat. Don't get
Wait a
me.
minute. You talking about this season?
Yes,
Yes,
this
He was
this
getting
this
his
season.
hold on,
playoff
But
series.
Dark Knight, he was getting his ass whooped right or wrong.
Yes, I
No,
understand that, but
he
getting
lost
his
the
ass.
series.
Hold
Now
on.
we're talking about his
He
I do
lost the
agree.
series.
I
He
do
was out there
agree.
losing.
I
He
do
lost the
agree with you. Wait a minute.
series. He
Hold
should have
on.
won that series.
Hold on.
Everybody had the books.
Wait a minute. I agree. I agree with the host is saying. I agree. Yes, he got beat this series, but you can't put that only
You
on
can say
him.
that
I'm
he
not
Like his
played
only
bad.
team.
I'm saying
Like
Ant
y'all
Man
had the
got it
books
done
win.
and Giannis didn't.
Yeah, his team. But
so
Anthony
because
Edwards.
of that, he's better.
Anthony Edwards.
Listen,
But
no,
Anthony.
Ant Man has been doing it more recently than
Well,
Giannis too.
wait.
Giannis been
We
losing
can't
for
say
the
that
past
because
three
there's some
seasons. Hold
games.
on, Giannis
Okay.
been losing for the past 3 seasons anyway.
Yeah.
But
But
then
Hold
what
on,
are you
who,
going to
who,
talk
but
who
about
even
this
his
this
talking?
last
even in
three
this
seasons?
season.
Hey,
But wait.
hey,
Even
hold on,
What
Crutch. Who
about
this
Ant's
talking
last
right
three
now?
seasons then?
even in this
I think that's
season, we
Dark
can't
Knight
even.
talking.
Dark Knight, answer this question
Uh
now. Don't lie.
huh.
Before that Wolves series started, everybody did. Not everybody had the Lakers.
Everybody did have the Lakers.
Okay, so Ant had to play against 1, 2. Y'all said Austin Reeves the best third option in the league. Y'all said Luka Doncic
No,
a top 5
nobody
Who's
player
said
in the
y'all?
league.
Austin
Who's
Reeves was the
Hold
y'all?
best
on,
third
hold
option.
on.
Yeah, yeah.
You said LeBron. You said LeBron was still a top 10 player in the league.
He
So
is.
the odds was against and survived the odds. Y'all said the Bucks are gonna beat the Pacers, but the Pacers beat the Bucks. So what to tell you right there?
But
Anthony
wait a
Edwards is
minute. But
better
wait
than
a minute.
Giannis,
But
bro.
wait a
That's
minute. Hold
no.
on.
That doesn't
I
make
got a very
zero
good
But
answer.
logical
let me ask
sense.
you a
Edwards
question.
That
Edwards
makes zero
is better
logical
though, bro.
sense.
I'm
But let
taking
me
Ant
ask
Man
you.
right
Anthony
now.
Edwards
But
is
let me
better than
ask you a
Giannis,
question.
bro.
Didn't people say the same thing about Giannis when Giannis won the ring a couple years back? We said the
I'm
same
saying
thing.
though.
Wait. What are you talking
Said
about?
what?
Nobody
Yeah.
expected. Nobody was expecting Giannis to go win the ring that year. He won the ring a couple years ago. All the odds were stacked. All the odds were stacked against him then too.
Yeah, this is
Who
not.
we
Yeah,
had?
this is.
Hold on. Who we had winning the year? Who we had winning that year then?
Everybody had Brooklyn.
Yeah, Brooklyn was
Yeah,
supposed to
Brooklyn
win
got
that year.
honestly.
hurt. Brooklyn got hurt.
Yeah, but he
Yeah,
said
but
before they got hurt,
Brooklyn was the
Everybody
everybody
had
had
favorite.
Before they
Brooklyn.
got
Brooklyn was
hurt,
the
Yeah,
favorite to
I agree
win.
with that. But Brooklyn got hurt. So after Brooklyn got
Yeah,
hurt,
I
who we had
agree with you.
next?
But they still had the Nuggets were
Yeah.
still good that year. The Miami Heat was still good that year.
and don't
Like
count
there
out
was
the
a
Suns. The
like
Suns
we
made the
can't act
finals
like,
for
but
a reason.
we can't act like you can't act like a couple years ago
ago, you wouldn't have said, "Yeah, Giannis about to win a ring this year." Nobody.
You was not gonna say that. On God, you
Nobody said that.
Okay, hold on now. Okay, but the Hawks made the conference finals, so we knew Giannis was gonna be there.
I mean, yeah, but at
Yeah,
that
but even
point, yes, but at the
even
beginning of
against
the
the
year,
Suns though,
but at the
they
beginning of that
wasn't.
year, you didn't look at Giannis and his team. At that beginning of that year, you didn't look at
Yeah,
Giannis and his team at the Milwaukee Bucks and say, yeah, they're a championship contender.
You
Nobody
and you
said
know
that.
you would.
And he won that in 2021, right?
Yeah. Nobody in 2021, nobody in the beginning of 2021 season looked at
yeah, I
Giannis
would
and
have
his
thought
team and
so.
said, yeah, they're going to the finals this year. Nobody.
Nobody.
I don't know because 2020, everybody had Giannis coming out the conference finals.
Yeah, they was expected.
They had
Like
come out Giannis coming out
at
the
that
East.
time, the Bucks had high expectations, yo.
They had a lot of teams had high expectations at that point, though. Like a lot of teams, even the
But yeah,
Nuggets,
I
even the
agree.
Nuggets.
And I think part of the
Giannis lead that
expectations going into
championship
that
though.
next part of the expectations
Darn,
going
I
into
do
next
agree with
season was
that. We
because
did
of
have Brooklyn going, but Brooklyn still
Yeah,
did get
Brooklyn was
hurt.
going. I mean, Randy, I'm just saying, even after that season, a lot of teams had high expectations. The Nuggets had high expectations.
Exactly.
They went to the conference finals in 2020 in the bubble. Like a lot of teams had high expectations.
Nah, they ain't gonna lie. The league was stacked back then. I ain't gonna lie.
It was
After the
stacked. That's
Suns
what I'm
went up,
saying.
after the
That's
Suns
what
went
I'm
up
saying.
2-0.
Giannis was going against some just as good. Like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like he was going against a bunch of bums.
You feel me?
Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, this year Giannis was doing all he could do. Giannis was doing
You know what
everything
I'm
he could
saying?
do. He
Giannis
was
was on an
dropping
18
like,
bron type of run.
yeah,
But
he was
that's what I'm
dropping
saying
like
right
Giannis was
now.
dropping
Like at that
like
time,
Giannis
at
was
that
doing
time,
all he
Ant-Man was a
can, but
rookie
it's a
though.
team effort. His team
That's what I'm
failed him.
saying.
Like he
You
dropped
can't just
35 a
blame
game.
him
Like,
because the Pacers were just a better
yeah,
team.
they a
Wait a
well-oiled
minute,
machine.
bro. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm
Everybody
not
on their
blaming.
squad was
Hold
working.
on. I'm not blaming him. I'm saying maybe he's not on the level that he was.
I mean, 30
but
averaging
he
35 a
still
Yeah, but
game.
averaging
I'm
You can't.
saying
I mean,
Ant
what do
is
you?
better though.
he's still on the
That's
level
not.
that he
Yeah,
I
he's
was.
can't
still on
just
that level.
say
But
just
Ant
because
Man, I'm
Giannis
saying,
lost.
I'm
I
saying,
can
no,
say
hold
Ant
on. I'm
better.
saying, why can't we say Ant Man is better if he's
Just
actually
because
But
Because
he
hold
lost,
on,
Ant-Man,
but
y'all
okay.
can't.
if
You
hold on,
can't.
hold on,
Ant-Man is
hold
better.
on, hold
Ant-Man
on.
is
That's
better
cool.
because you have
I'm
Ant-Man is
saying,
better because
hold on,
Ant-Man
bro,
has
hold
a
on, hold
Hold
on.
on, I agree
Hold
with
on.
that. Okay, cool. We watched Anthony Edwards beat the Oz last year because the Nuggets won the previous year. Then the next year they played Ant in the semifinals and Ant beat them. So Ant beat the Oz twice
That's what I'm
again,
saying.
bro.
Like, why can't we say Ant is better if he's getting it done now?
because
He's getting it
because
But
wait a
done.
minute, hold on. The only reason I'm not going to say Ant is completely better than Giannis is because Ant has beaten good competition. There is no doubt about that. He has. But Ant has yet to make it to the finals and actually seal the deal. So you can't really put somebody in a high position that hasn't
I'm
even made
saying
it and seal
Giannis
the deal
has,
yet.
but I'm saying Giannis has an inability right now to even get past the first round.
Yeah, because he doesn't have a good supporting
That's
cast.
not
Like
he didn't
true.
have
That's not true. They
You
had
got
a
to think
great
about it.
team, and
Yeah,
he hold
Ant
on.
has a
Remember,
his second option.
even after Dame got hurt though, right? That the
uh
Bucks was up 20, and they blew that
yeah.
lead.
Yes,
We're not saying that the team didn't blow the lead.
his supporting cast is
Come on,
failing him.
supporting
That's what we're
cast.
saying.
That's
Like,
his fault. He the one that got blown by Tyrese Halliburton.
We're talking about one
yeah, but I
play.
mean, a lot of
That's a
players get
game winning
blown by.
play.
Like,
And then
like
his
I mean,
A
Granted,
lot of
Giannis
players get blown
walked
by.
up to
Y'all
him on
can't
the
just sit
court.
there and
a
say
lot of
that.
players get blown by. I
Yeah,
mean,
the
granted,
See,
Suns.
come
I
on,
mean,
man.
okay, so
We can't do
Anthony
that though.
Edwards. Okay, so did
The Dark
Anthony
Knight, you
Edwards?
babying him when he really got
No.
you
I'm
sold
not
the game.
babying him, but we're gonna make
Come
it.
on,
We're gonna
it
make it
happened to
different.
everybody. It's not supposed to happen to him in that moment.
But, okay, so
Crunch, I
okay,
think,
so why
Crunch,
didn't?
look,
Okay,
look.
so if that's the case, hold on. If that's the case, why didn't Ant? Why did Ant get blown by and get his team whooped last year in the playoffs?
You're talking about this year though.
Last year he got whooped in the playoffs.
Hold
This
on.
year he in the second round. Okay,
Hold on. Hey, Dark Knight. Last year he got whooped in what round?
in the third,
In the conference finals.
yeah, conference finals, yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, but what
Giannis
does
is out
that
here
has
losing in
nothing
the
to do
first.
with
And
anything? What is that? What is that? You
hold
still
on.
got kicked.
Yeah, hold on. This what it has to do is Giannis is losing in the first round.
When his second best player got injured.
Hold on. They was up 20.
I'm not saying they
Let's
didn't
say
blow a
Julius
game.
Randle
Game's
got
supposed to
injured.
be the
They blew
closer,
a
so
game.
He was still up 20. Y'all
whatever
keep talking
happened.
about his players was hurt. They was
You
up
keep
20.
on talking about one game.
Bro, I'm saying they was up 20 points. And then the game he played,
Buck
they
should have
lost
not.
though.
Like
They,
you should have not blown a 20
didn't
point
they,
lead.
hold on,
I
didn't they
ain't gonna lie.
Again,
lose
that's
that game?
one game. I'm with
Hold on,
you.
hold on.
They blew that
I'm
game.
with y'all though, but
They
it's just
lost the first time Dame came back.
I don't disagree with y'all. I'm not disagreeing with y'all, but what I'm just saying is we can't put Ant and Giannis in the same discussion when
Can
Ant.
I watch Ant get key stops on
I
defense and
understand what
score
I
you
on
understand.
offense?
No, don't get me
understand
wrong.
that,
I
gang.
get
Oh
what
my
you're saying.
god.
No. I get what you're saying. What you're saying is valid. But until Anthony Edwards make it to the finals and win the finals, we cannot put them two in the same
We're
discussion.
talking about right now though, bro. That was
Okay,
4 years ago.
so what if Anthony Edwards lose in the second round?
That
Then
was
what?
4 years ago. I
What are we
think he's better
saying?
than
What are we
Giannis
saying?
right. I think he's better than Giannis right now.
Okay.
Crazy. Oh my god.
He's the
On the
best
basis
player.
on the
With
basis
Kyrie
that
being hurt.
on the basis that
he
Giannis
lost
lost
the
in the first
series.
round and didn't.
No. And
No, on the basis that on the basis that Ant is better on both sides of the
No,
basketball
because
game.
Ant
He's not better
because in that
defensively
last
than
series,
Giannis.
in that last series, in that
Giannis
last
ain't never
series,
better.
there was a
He's
couple of games.
objectively not.
Hold
I got
on,
Giannis
hold
top
on.
five though.
In a couple of series against the Lakers, there was a couple of games where Ant was coming up short, and a lot of people had to make up because Rudy Gobert showed out that last game. Ant did not do anything that last game.
How many times Giannis came up short?
Giannis was averaging 35.
How many times he came up short though?
Just because you lost doesn't mean you, bro.
What does okay?
I'm just
so
asking
tell
you.
me
What is
How many
coming
times
up
he came up
short?
I'm just
So I
asking
want
you.
y'all
What
to
is
tell
coming
me.
up short?
But I'm asking you, when
I
does he
want y'all to
came up
tell me.
short?
I want y'all to
because you
tell me what was
saying y'all saying Ant-Man came up short. I'm just asking y'all how many times
Because he
Giannis
didn't. Because he had a game
He
that
did
was
it.
below
Okay,
his
so I want y'all to
standards.
compare. I
So
want y'all to
D-Mel,
compare the two.
that's why I'm
So
asking you, the Giannis fan. How many
Okay,
times?
Giannis
Hold on,
didn't
Dark
have a
Knight.
game below
I
his
got this.
standards.
Hold
I
on,
got
Dark
this.
Knight. How many
I
times?
got this, D-Mail. So it's
Hold
like
on.
I want y'all to compare.
Hold on.
Okay.
How many times have Giannis come up short?
What is coming up short to you?
What's coming up short to you?
Coming up
he has
short to
range.
me is having a game below your
So
expectations.
how many times have Giannis done that?
This
None.
past series, did he have a single game where he did that?
No, see, y'all talking about the past couple years.
No.
No. I'm
This
talking about
series.
this
Y'all
year,
talking about the
this
past
series.
couple years though.
No.
This past
This
series.
See, it's funny
This
how
series-
it's funny
This
how
past
y'all bring up.
series.
But it's funny how y'all bring up what he was doing a couple years ago.
I
to
just said
we
this
talking
past
about this
We're
series.
talking about this past
No,
series.
hold on.
This series.
Y'all not listening to me. I'm saying Dark Knight has repeatedly brought up series from a couple years ago, right around.
No. I
Okay,
brought
that's
up this
great,
series.
but you
I
asked
said
So
this
me.
now
series,
when we
he
talking
averaged-
about this, y'all
Yes,
want to stick to this year.
Yes. Okay. So if I want to,
You said you wanted to stick to this year,
So
so
I'm
I'm talking
saying,
about this year.
so I'm saying, how many times in the past couple years has Giannis come up short?
But you were talking about this year.
Wow, see, you can't do that, bro.
You just
Okay,
said.
so how many times did he come up
just
short?
said
Okay,
it.
so if we're talking
You
about,
can't have it
so
both
wait,
ways.
hold
You
on,
just
hold on,
said you
hold
wanted to stick
on,
with this
hold
year.
on,
Can't have it
hold on.
both
So
ways.
I got what you're saying. I get what
Can't
you're
have it
saying.
both
So we're
ways.
talking
I let it
about.
rock.
Hold on,
See,
Giannis
you're not
wasn't
hearing
gonna
me
wait a
though.
minute, hold on.
You're not hearing
Wait
me.
a
I
minute.
let it
If we're
rock.
talking about,
I let
if
it
we're
rock
talking
when he
about,
was changing
okay,
it
so
to a couple years ago.
if we're
That
going tit
wasn't
for
me.
tat,
You asked
Bro,
me.
you're not
if we're
hearing
going,
me. You're chiming in when
Giannis
he's
wasn't getting in the
talking.
Heat series. Giannis wasn't that good in the
hold
Heat
on.
series.
I
Thank
want to
you.
say, so I want to say this. If we're going tit for tat with years, what? Okay, both players have come up short. If we're talking about in their career's entirety, we know that if you look at the past few years, one of them has won a ring, the other one hasn't. Okay, if we're talking about this year, fast forward to this year, this playoffs. Giannis was averaging 35 points per game in this playoff. So granted, he really didn't come up short. Now, if you go back in the last series against the Lakers and look at Anthony Edwards' average points per game, he was not eating like that. His supporting cast was doing, but his supporting cast was picking up a lot of what was left because the Lakers locked Anthony Edwards up for at least 3 of those games.
Like, where he
If it
did
was
he not just go 0 for 10 in the last game? Or am I bugging?
Who you talking about?
Anthony Edwards,
from 3.
Oh yeah,
he
because
was
you gotta remember this is a game plan. Was to let Rudy get all the rebounds.
okay, but this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm trying to tell
The
you.
game plan was to make shots.
Now it's Rudy get the boards. Oh,
But wait a minute. This is what I'm trying to tell you. If you go look at the last series that Giannis played in, Giannis was averaging 35. Anthony Edwards wasn't even averaging close to 35. And so that's what I'm saying. So we're
Right, he
praising
averaged 35, and Tyrese Halliburton scored on him for the game
but
winner.
we're
Right?
okay.
You
But
talking
Anthony
about
Edwards, okay, but
oh my god.
okay, and
Oh my
you're non-score. Okay, and on
So
Anthony
he's
Edwards,
not showing up in the biggest
okay,
moment.
but okay,
You're
but on
ignoring the
Anthony,
fact he averaged
One
35.
play.
You're only
Oh,
basing
okay,
it off
but
of
on
So
Anthony
shot.
he blew multiple leads.
okay, but on Anthony Edwards' team, your center, which was a non-scoring center, which is known as a non-scoring center, was getting buckets for you your last game.
That's the very last game because, like I said, Ant-Man was shot
Are you
chucking
race
11
baiting your
rebounds.
son, twin?
I'm just listen, bro. At the end of the day, he's not getting it done, so I don't want him.
So because
Neither
he's
of
not
them are
getting it
getting-
done,
neither of them are
makes him a
getting it
better
done.
Nah, come on.
So all I'm saying to you is this: Ant-Man has beat KD, Jokic, the reigning champion.
You're
Jokic.
bringing up
Hold on.
Yeah,
told
you
us
said
not,
bro,
bro.
this
Hold on,
year,
dog.
bro.
See,
You
this
just
is
told
what
us
I'm
to
saying. I
not
can't
bring
even
You
up
said
explain it.
he's
See,
better
that's sad. See,
now.
y'all sad at this point. What
You
I'm
said
saying,
he's better now.
It's sad right here, bro. We just
like, bro,
watching
it's like y'all
greatness
don't
right
care
now.
that he's beating all these
No
teams.
one said he
God,
knew.
LeBron,
Who
Luka,
said
y'all
we
Shit
did?
sad, bro. Shit
He's not
whack.
better than Giannis. Giannis.
That's
I
facts,
don't
bro.
know. He didn't face.
So at one
And
point,
I mean,
he
we can't
outplayed
say.
Jokic.
see,
We
this what
can't
see
Outplayed
say.
Chris,
Jokic twice
see
in the
Chris,
We
playoffs.
can't
see
say
Chris. This
Jokic
what they
hasn't
gonna do,
Jokic
yo.
twice
They
in the
gonna wait
We
for a
can't say
couple
Jokic
years to
hasn't
jump on the
played
bandwagon
Jokic.
when everybody say he's the best in the world.
I ain't gonna lie,
God,
Chris.
he
Chris
outplayed
okay.
Jokic
They
twice in
gonna
the
wait.
We
playoffs.
They gonna wait to jump on the bandwagon.
hold on. But
Just
we
because
can't
He
you
say
just
say
Chris,
something
why
outplayed
about
you
a
just
Jokic.
playoff
switching
means
it
you
up
don't
to
like
the
a
point?
playoff.
Hold
Like,
on.
are
We
you
can't say.
nitpicking?
He just put Luka out the first round.
I
That made
like
the finals
Anthony. I
last
like
year.
Anthony Edwards.
Come
I
on,
like
dog.
Anthony Edwards, but we can't say anything.
Man,
We can't say anything about Jokic yet because he hasn't faced Jokic yet. This playoff yet. He
Cool.
hasn't
Hold on.
faced
He
him
beat
yet.
Jokic already though.
but he
Oh my
Okay,
God,
but
he
Chris,
beat
you just
Jokic.
said
He
not to
beat
bring up
Jokic
old
already.
shit. Now
Okay,
you
you
bringing
beat
up old
Jokic
shit.
last
What are
year.
you
We're not talking
talking
about
about?
last
It's
year. We're
all
talking about this
transition
year.
Indeed.
You was
into
the
this
one
year
that
though.
said you wanted to talk about this year.
But
Yeah,
I'm
and
talking
now
about
you
it's
keep bringing up
all
last
He
year.
transition
outplayed.
into this year.
He
And
Bro,
Like
this
this
all
year
year
of
is
is
outplayed
it.
this
Jokic
year.
twice
What
He
are
in
you
the
talking
hasn't.
playoffs.
He
about?
you were
hasn't
just
lost a
saying how
step.
you didn't want to
This
talk about
year is
any
this
other
year.
Listen
year.
to me. He hasn't lost a step
And
since he
outplayed
done
Jokic
that.
twice in the playoffs.
You said
What?
what?
Giannis hasn't lost a step either. What?
He ain't get a
What?
ring or
Hold on. He
MVP
ain't.
or
Nah, he
Hold
definitely.
on.
Nah, Giannis lost his
He
step
hasn't
on
lost a
me.
step, but
He's
we was in the first
averaging the
Giannis
round.
lost a step on
same
me.
numbers that
I'm
he did
talking about as
last
far as
year. How did he
D
lose a
Mel.
step?
D
That
okay,
Mel.
nigga,
D
okay.
that
Hey,
Mel.
nigga
Crunch,
lost a step on
Crunch.
defense.
Can
D
Anthony
Mel.
Edwards
I'm
get a
talking about.
ring?
Hold
Can
on,
he
y'all.
get
Hold
an
on.
MVP?
Wait, hold on.
Can he
Come
get a
on.
Defensive Player of the Year?
Hold on. I'm talking about as far as winning. He hasn't lost a step yet. Like he's
Who?
still capable of taking down like you know what I'm saying, big series. Giannis is still losing the first round.
This is the
So
best
if,
rage bet I've
so
ever
if
seen.
Anthony
This is the
Edwards is
best rage
able
bet
to
I've ever
do, if
seen.
Anthony Edwards is
Because
able to
think about
produce,
it. Even when Giannis had Drew Holiday, still they lost to Miami.
I understand what you're saying. So if Anthony Edwards is able to produce,
He choked
if
versus
Anthony
Miami
Edwards
too.
is able to win in a series, why hasn't Anthony Edwards reached the finals yet?
Why couldn't he
Because they
beat
hold
Ja
on.
in the series?
At his age, by him getting to the conference finals and Giannis can't do it no more, I'm saying that's why he surpassed him.
Giannis can't do it no more, but Giannis just won a ring 4 years ago.
Giannis can't go to the conference finals no more.
Can Ant go to the finals?
Hold on, bro. Can Giannis go to the conference finals?
Can Ant go to the
And
finals?
Giannis have a
After
healthy
3 years,
team?
bro, you
Giannis have
reset
a
Can
it.
healthy
Giannis have a
team?
healthy
Hold
team?
on. After 3 years,
Yeah,
what?
Giannis
He had
didn't
a
even have
healthy
a healthy
team when he
team.
played the Heat.
That's the.
Yeah,
We're not talking
okay.
about the
He
Heat.
choked versus
Why
the
not?
We're
Heat.
talking. Oh
He
my
Why you
God!
not
choked
talking
Why
about
versus
did
the
the
he
Heat?
Heat.
switch it up? Why did he switch it up?
And don't lie. Bucks winning that
Everybody.
That's
series.
true. Dame strained his
Everybody had
Achilles.
Bucks winning the series.
No. We talking about
And Giannis lost. He choked in the free throw line. I remember that.
This is unbelievable. Y'all rage man. Y'all rage man.
Giannis choked though.
This is the
Choked on
best
the free
rage man
throw
I've ever
line. He
He
choked
seen.
on
really
the free
choked
Yeah,
though.
hey, I ain't gonna lie, Chris and Crunch, y'all got it, gang. I love it,
Yeah,
gang.
no, bro.
He
Y'all gonna
choked
put
on the
Ant in
free
the
throw
top five
line,
soon.
I
man. It's
can't, I
okay,
can't, bro. This
man.
is crazy.
I'm just confused, bro.
Ant is the best
Is you
I'm
talking
just
about?
so
Ant came
confused.
up.
Y'all
I ain't gonna lie,
reasoning.
but Ant came up short of quite a few times in the last series. If it wasn't for his supporting cast, he would have took
You keep
L's
talking about
too.
he came up short when
Exactly.
they won the game.
Exactly.
He
Wait,
didn't win. His
hold on.
team
You
won.
talking
You keep
about?
on
He
talking
didn't
Hold
about
win.
on.
no. I
His
said
team won.
hold on. I
Hold on.
said they
Wait,
won the
hey,
game.
Dark Knight.
Yeah, okay, they won.
So how he
Dark
come
Knight,
up short?
But you're not gonna praise.
So
You're
he
not.
I'm saying
didn't
so how
play.
he
You're not
come up
gonna
So
look
short?
at
he
the.
didn't play.
Dark
But
Knight.
Yeah,
Hold
yeah.
on. Time out. Dark Knight, you ain't slick because Ant was the best playmaker on that team. He was damn near the best defender on
Exactly,
that
bro. You
team.
keep
What we
talking about he
talking
came
about?
up short. Like
He
Dark Knight be making
impact.
he
stuff up.
wasn't
He
scoring. He
Because he
impacted the
wasn't
game
wasn't
on other
scoring.
doing what
ends.
he's expected to do.
What?
But he scored when needed
Did he
to,
though?
though.
So hold on. Chris.
If it wasn't for him,
So what did he do?
Crunch.
Okay,
If
so
it
what
wasn't
did
for
he do?
him,
What did he do?
if
What
it
did
was,
he do last
hey, Dark
game?
Knight, hold
What
on,
did he
Dark
do the
Knight.
last game?
If it wasn't for in Game 4,
What
they
did,
would
Okay,
what
have
did
what
he
they
been.
do?
do?
So
What
Okay,
they
so
do?
what
Let
did
him
he
Chris,
do
you
run.
in
know how
What
they
he
game?
do
saying
last
that he
game?
wasn't doing what he was expected to do. But
Okay,
They
so
don't
what
go
did
But
he
up
hold
and
on,
do?
they
go like
wasn't
that.
What did
saying
he
that
do?
about.
What
Hey,
did he do?
look,
Game
remember.
five. What
But
did he
hold
do?
on,
Game five.
Dark Knight. Remember, y'all wasn't saying that about Jokic when he wasn't.
He played. He
He
created
didn't
plays for
create
Hey,
teammates
look,
shit.
and played
All right.
defense.
Jokic wasn't always
What?
playmaking.
He didn't create
What?
nothing. What? He wasn't. He wasn't
Bro,
putting
the
pressure on the
supporting
real man.
cast
Okay,
Hitting
so you
carried
kicker
put
and
all
pressure
making
on the
three of
rim.
those
You
I'm
put
saying
rounds.
pressure on the
supporting
rim. He
cast
was 0
carry to
for
give
10.
Giannis that supporting cast.
God. And
Bro,
then
Give
he made
Giannis
the
that
y'all
right
supporting
playing,
plays.
cast.
bro.
He
They're
That's
made
making
the
it out
right
the
bro.
first
defensive
round.
I hear
plays.
that, bro.
Give
Nah,
Giannis
okay.
that supporting cast. They're making it out
Crunch,
the first round.
crunch.
So
I
hold
want
on, hey
crunch.
D Mel,
Nah,
D Mel,
wait,
D
nah,
Mel. When
Giannis,
we was talking about
Giannis had a good
Jokic,
enough
right?
supporting cast to make out the
Hey
first
Chris,
round
when
the
we was
last
talking about
time.
Jokic in the finals when he wasn't always playmaking and doing his job,
Oh
But
they
shit,
said,
bro. Ant
you're
was
yeah, that's
saying
what I'm
making
that
saying.
like
They said he
Jokic's
Ant
didn't.
only
was
job is to play
They
make.
said,
bro, Ant was playing good
bro,
Thank
basketball
you,
all
That's what I'm
around.
saying.
Like
I
he
don't
could
think
Thank
Ant
you,
had no
unwrap
bad
2-3.
everything.
games.
He
Ant
didn't
did
have
have
really
bad
have a
games
bad
last
game.
series. Yes,
He
he
didn't
did.
though.
Yes, he
What?
did.
I
I
say
said, okay. What game? What
His
game?
last game, he
I
shot
say
0 for
game
10 from the three.
I say game one. I
You
say
said game one was a bad
My
game.
game one when he was the best
Cooking.
playmaker on the court. What? He was the best playmaker on the
like
court.
8 for 20. I mean again, like
Oh,
8 for 22.
But he played defense and play make. Now when it comes to Giannis though, when he's shooting terrible, but impacting the game
When
in
he's
Yeah,
other
shooting
ways, y'all
Jokic
care
has
terrible.
some
about
So
it.
bad
wait.
games.
So
You cannot be serious.
averaging 60% is terrible.
It's always
60% from the field is terrible.
Y'all, hold on, but y'all got on
60%
y'all,
from the
but
field
y'all
60%
got
from
on,
the field is
but y'all
terrible.
be dick riding Giannis when he impacting the game in other areas. But now when it comes to Anthony Edwards, y'all don't care about
When
it.
it comes to
Nah,
don't care
man.
about what?
You don't. You just know. Just say you don't watch ball. Just say you don't watch ball again.
Nick and Anthony Edwards is impacting the game at every other level, but y'all only care about
What
scoring
are we
now.
talking
Bro,
about?
what y'all,
Giannis
but when
averages
y'all talk
more
about
than
Jokic,
him.
y'all only care about the system.
Giannis
When y'all
averages
talk
more
about
than
y'all only care
him.
about the system.
No, Chris, because I said the same thing about Giannis, because Giannis was averaging 35 plus rebounds plus assists.
But when Giannis needed, hold on, but when Giannis needed to get a defensive stop, he didn't get it.
Now you keep
Come on,
why
Yes,
you
he
keep
did.
switching it
See
up.
how you switch? See how
Why
you moved the
you keep
goalpost?
switching it
He
up?
just moved the goalpost.
You can't argue with niggas like him.
He
Niggas like him
just moved
That's
the
a
straight.
goalpost.
He
headshot,
wasn't. He
man.
wasn't.
He just moved the
He
goalpost.
wasn't.
He literally
wasn't.
moved the
He needed to get the
He
goalpost.
was
stop. He didn't get it.
nah. He
He
wasn't
moved the
impacting the game
goalpost right
enough.
there.
He
Y'all
didn't
see
He
impact the
that?
impacted
game
the
enough.
Yeah,
He
he
nah.
just
keep
moved the
moving the
goalpost.
goalposts.
No,
He
Dark
he
Knight.
did move the
Nah.
Dark
goalpost.
Knight.
Type
No,
corny shit.
Dark Knight.
That's
He didn't
cornball
impact.
shit, man.
Dark
Yeah, he
Knight.
moved the
He
goalpost
didn't
right
impact the
there.
game enough. He got cooked.
Nah,
He
Bro,
he
did
you
though.
moved
He
the
keep
got cooked.
switching
He
goalpost.
it.
got
Stop
fried, bro.
switching.
You
You
wasn't
don't
even
know how to
sticking to the
debate,
subject.
gang.
You wasn't even
He
sticking to
got
the question
fried,
because
bro.
you moved
He
the
can't
Yeah,
stick
goalpost.
to this. He can't
Dark
stick to
He
Knight is
this
got
a
fried
topic.
on
Dark Knight is
defense.
a dangerous
Motherfucker said
person, bro. He
Ant
be
better
like to
than Giannis.
overtalk,
Stop it, bro.
confuse
Hey,
you.
I'm just spitting facts. I'm just
Nah,
No,
spitting
Dark
facts.
word,
Knight just
Dark
like to
Knight.
overtalk, confuse you. He don't really be saying no facts, man.
I'm definitely saying facts. I said
You
Nah,
Giannis.
nah,
speaking truth
nah,
right now,
nah.
gang. Come on
Look,
now.
I fuck, I fuck with you, dog.
No, I'm
But
just saying if you put
I mean,
Giannis stats up from last series and
you
put
keep talking about
Anthony
his
Edwards
stats,
up from
though.
last series, like
But that mean he
Stats
can't
or
play.
not, Giannis is
No,
better,
I
gang.
agree, man.
This
Give
is
me
Talking
the
not
about
ball
his
most of
Giannis
the
stats.
is
game anytime.
That's whack, bro.
what do you
No,
mean
it's not.
don't stats equate to
Why
winning?
is it? I
not
can't
hype.
He
believe
was
we
That's
getting
not
their
hype on the
agree.
ass
Pacers defense,
whooped
though.
though,
Why are we even
like
arguing
literally
this?
blown out.
Because his team was bad.
Especially in the
I'm not
playoffs,
His
come on,
team
man.
ain't
Y'all
that
gotta
bad
admit it.
though. They in the
Okay,
playoffs.
wait a minute,
They
wait a
was one
minute. We
seed right
cannot
behind
blame
them.
Giannis. We cannot blame Giannis for the other four guys on the court.
Like,
We
Bro,
come on
cannot
now.
do that.
no. I'm saying that's
We,
Giannis' fault too.
how is it
But
his
I was.
fault?
That's some
How's it
whole
his
ass
fault that
shit.
Gary Trent
I
dropped
just
the
watched Gary
pass?
How
Trent.
about that?
How
That's
is
some
his hit? How is
I
that
just
his
watched
how about
fault?
Gary
that's some
Trent
whole
Jr. give
ass
you
shit that you
30.
doing?
I just watched Gary Trent give you 30.
I don't
Okay, so when
respect.
Anthony Edwards, okay, so if Anthony Edwards loses this next series, if Golden State play him and he
He
loses this
not
next
losing
series,
his next series
y'all gonna
though.
be like,
He not losing his next series.
You're
y'all gonna
not
blame
hearing me,
Anthony
bro. I'm
Edwards.
saying that
Y'all
every
gonna blame
time that
He
Anthony
Giannis
won't
Edwards.
lose
team
the next
lose, y'all
series
try to
though.
say it's the other player's fault and not his, bro. That's corny. How
I'm
about
not
that?
saying it's not
Oh
his fault.
God.
I'm saying it's more on
All right,
the
though.
teammates because they played trash. His other
Yeah,
teammates was
somebody
trash.
played. No, he got cooked for the game.
Anthony
He
Edwards.
got
But we have to understand.
fried.
But wait a minute. Look at the performance. Look at the performance of the. Take Anthony Edwards and take Giannis out the equation. Right. Look at Anthony Edwards supporting cast and look at
They
their
wouldn't be
stats and
able to
numbers
do it
compared
without
to
him.
FA. Hold on.
We finna look at it
Look
right
at
now.
them
Hold on, we finna
and then
look at it right now.
look at Giannis's
Right, I'm looking
supporting
up.
cast and
I'm
numbers.
trying to look up the series.
Look up his supporting cast numbers and look up Anthony Edwards supporting cast numbers.
Like, come on now. This
But
shouldn't
can I
be a
also do this
debate.
though? Dark Knight?
Uh-huh.
You look at who they playing against, because you got two top 10 players on the Lakers, and the Pacers really only got Halliburton top 15, top 20 play.
Don't say that because the Pacers are actually good. If you
So
watch
I'm
them,
just saying, we talk about the
Turner ain't top
scoring that you
20.
got to overcome
Turner ain't
too.
top 20.
they got
No,
like
hold on, Dark
six,
Knight.
six,
I'm
seven players that
saying
could drop 10
no,
double
no, no,
digits.
no, no, no. I'm talking about the scoring that you had to overcome too. So if you say Giannis' team not averaging, somebody not averaging this, you gotta remember it's not playing against Luka and LeBron.
Yeah, but he playing
So
against
you good.
Halliburton and Turner.
So
We
you're
can't talk like
good
both of
though.
them
So I'm
ain't
saying,
buckets
Halliburton
yet.
and Turner,
bro, the
these
Bucks had 1,
after
2,
it,
3,
like, but
4.
they got
They
a
had
squad,
5 dudes
man.
in double figures, bro. Cut it out.
That's crazy, bro.
They had
Your
5 dudes.
logic
Hold
is
on.
you're
Nobody
moving
on
the
the Pacers.
goalposts.
Listen, bro.
What's the argument right now?
Nobody on the Pacers averaged 20.
They saying Ant is better than Giannis, twin.
Yo,
Crunch.
Ooh.
Ain't only had 3 players, and you said how many players for double digits in the
bro,
Bucks?
the Bucks had 5 players in double figures.
Bro, come on. What is he doing,
And
bro?
then
Y'all
look,
need.
Chris, and it was nobody on the Pacers averaged 20.
Crazy, man. They don't gotta. Nobody has to average 20 on that Pacers team. That Pacers team is all around. It's a different system. They
Bro,
don't.
I'm
They
saying
don't have
fucking-
one superstar to rely on.
Come on.
And that
They have
makes
to rely
that
on
make
them
the
playing.
And I ain't
so
gonna
dangerous.
lie though.
That's
In
what
the
make the
last couple
Pacers
of
so
games,
dangerous.
Adrian Jr. that had like 30
But wait a
something.
minute. But wait a minute, didn't the Timberwolves have like 4 players that double digits on the average during their series with the
You know,
Lakers?
he just said it was only 3.
Who was 3?
Who said 3?
But besides
Who
what?
said 3?
Besides
And
Ant
Chris
or
said it was 3.
excluding Ant?
Yeah, so besides his there's other players who have gotten double digits.
Jaden McDaniels,
1.
Rudy still averaged double digits.
Yep, he did.
No, I think Rudy only averaged like 9, right?
Nah, he averaged
You gotta
double
ask Chris. He was
digits.
just looking at
He
it.
averaged double digits. Rudy averaged double digits. That's
I'm
2.
gonna look it up right now because I think Chris doing something.
Damn, who the third nigga that averaged?
Nas Reed.
Nas Reed.
Nas Reed.
Yeah,
what
Chris.
happened
No,
is
Chris.
that-
What was the other players that averaged double figures on Minnesota? That's what they were trying to say.
Randall.
Randall.
That's
So you
5.
had Randall.
I don't think.
You had
I don't think
Randall,
Rudy. I don't think Rudy averaged.
Yeah,
whoa, whoa.
yeah, I think Rudy
Nigga,
was
Rudy had
nine.
8 points a game. What
Yeah,
you
I was
talking
about to
about?
say.
I think Rudy was 9.
Okay, so if you kick Rudy out, he had 3 other players.
Right, I don't
Randall,
think he
still got
Randall
3 people,
McDaniel,
bro.
and Nas Reed.
Like,
Randall,
what?
McDaniel, and Nas Reed.
You better look it
That's
up, though.
3.
That's 3
Plus
players.
Anthony Edwards, that's 4.
Right. Hold on. That's 3 players then.
No, I said plus Anthony Edwards, that's 4 players. So you
But
got
I'm
Anthony
saying
Edwards,
including.
Nas Reed.
I
Including.
thought we said cancel out Anthony Edwards.
No, I'm saying.
Okay, yeah, if you cancel out, then you have 3. You
But
have
I'm
3
saying if
other
you
players
cancel
who
out
scored double digits.
Giannis, so he had 4 more guys.
All right, if we talking about like help of the team, the Timberwolves definitely got a better supporting cast than the
But what
Bucks.
we telling you right now, see. But I'm saying, we just told you that the Bucks had more guys in double figures though.
Yeah, but that don't mean they
But
better.
then
That
I
don't mean
watched
nothing.
Gary. I
Sam.
just watched Gary Trent give me 30 twice. And
Right, I'm about
I
to
was
say
never
he had
seeing
back-to-back 30-point games, bro. Niggas wasn't doing that
and
on.
nobody did that shit for Anthony Edwards. That's crazy.
Right, nobody did that.
Nobody did that shit for Anthony Edwards at all.
You can't do that. Hey, Crunch, you got the Golden State in 6?
I do got Golden State, but I'm most of rooting for Steph Curry to do that though.
Yeah, I got the Wolves in 6.
Like if Steph beat Ant, then I would have to say he.
Warriors
I
in
don't
6
know,
or
I don't know
7.
because that first Timberwolves game against the Lakers, Jay McDaniels put in. McDaniels dropped 25.
Gary Trent Jr. had like 37 points, bro.
But I'm gonna tell you why I got the
38
Wolves in 6.
Randall had like 25 in the first
Randall
game.
had like
Who's
42, I think, or something like
who's
that.
stopping Curry? I
Y'all got
wanna know.
cooked, man.
What you mean?
Who's
Who's
gonna
stopping
stop
Curry?
Himself.
McDaniels.
The best defense they
McDaniels.
played so far was Houston. And I don't
Exactly.
think Minnesota got somebody to feel me.
Who's stopping
Run
Curry?
around. They
Probably
probably have McDaniels or something.
Probably.
I'm
They
not
better
gonna lie.
put
If
Ingram like
everybody,
last year. Like
if
last year,
everybody
Ant-
is
Ant
firing
tried that
and
with
Buddy
Kyrie.
Hill, if Buddy Hill come out firing, and Pod come out firing, Curry come out firing, then it's over.
If
They
Hill
gotta
played like
come
how
out
he just
firing.
did in Game 7 for that whole series, it's raps.
Yeah, that's not that, but they gonna have an
This
eye on
nigga said
him.
who finna guard Curry. Nigga, who finna guard Anthony Edwards? Man.
You see, bro,
GP,
like,
the fuck gang?
Nigga, you said who?
Gary Payton.
GP.
Nigga said,
yeah, you're crazy.
nigga, you crazy as fuck. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. You said,
I mean, Gary Payton pretty good though.
Nah,
He not sticking with
Look, Gary Payton's
He's
a
not
great
sticking with
defender,
Anthony
but you're
Edwards.
not
Yeah,
guarding
he
somebody 6'5", way stronger than you.
And not that, they're gonna obviously switch. It's gonna be other defense. Not
You know when you said who's gonna
But
guard
who's gonna
Anthony
be like the
Edwards?
main
Nigga,
man?
nobody
The
guard
answer is
Anthony
nobody. Nobody's guarding Anthony Edwards.
Nobody
But it's gonna be a battle. It's gonna be 2 alphas battling each other.
That's
It's gonna be a
true.
whole different. It's gonna be a whole different ball.
All right. Let me ask you this: How did Steph Curry?
He's kind of right. He's right. He's
How did
right.
Steph Curry play last night with Amen Thompson guarding him? And I dare you to say he cooked him.
Not that good at all.
All right,
didn't
now
play
you got
Steph-
Jaden
remember, Steph
McDaniels.
still had
Now
two
you got
30-point
Jaden
games.
McDaniels.
No. He was
I don't think they got a
quiet.
defender like.
Let me
Curry
tell you
was
what
quiet.
Houston did.
Damn, they got
Hold
Jaden
on.
McDaniels. What?
Exactly.
No, he not.
Wait a minute.
Nah,
Amen
I don't
Thompson
think.
did a
You
good job.
didn't watch the
yeah,
game.
Hold on.
I don't think
Amen
it's
Thompson-
Jaden McDaniels
the
is
same
Hold
as
on,
Amen
guys,
Thompson.
listen.
Amen Thompson did a good job up until the
Hold
third.
up.
Up until the third
It's not
quarter.
just
Once the
Amen
third quarter
Thompson.
was over,
I'm saying
Curry
I don't
started
think
taking
that.
defense.
No, hold on. I don't think the Timberwolves have a defender like Amen Thompson.
The Timberwolves don't have
McDaniels, what are you
anyone.
talking
They don't.
That's how
They
They don't got a defender.
Houston
like
generated their entire defense against Curry.
Bro, the
Everything was
Timberwolves
against
do
Curry.
not have Jalen Green. That's how they're gonna win.
I mean,
I'm not
but
gonna
it's
lie.
still the
Like,
same.
I ain't gonna lie.
All you
Somebody
gotta do is
said.
put the same
Somebody
type
said
of
what
defender
Curry.
on him. That's what
Somebody
you put
said
on
what
Jalen
Curry
Green.
did last game. Like Curry stayed quiet until like the third quarter. Third quarter, he started taking off.
Yeah,
Exactly. He
Amen
He
Thompson
played very
got hurt in
patient.
the third quarter.
He saw the pace of the game. He said, "Why do I have to shoot if my team is winning?"
Yeah, his team was
for
cooking.
Sure.
And
So
let me
he
ask
wasn't
y'all a
shooting.
It makes no sense to shoot.
So you telling me?
And let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask
This
y'all
man was 1 for 8 before the third quarter. What are you talking about?
The same thing you can apply to Joker. Winners win no matter what.
Can I
That's
ask y'all a
true.
question
That's
about-
true.
Look
Look
I
at the
like that.
game.
That's a good take. I like that.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a
I mean,
question real quick?
we can't act
Go to
like
game
Curry might have
7,
been
Joker.
Curry
He was
might have been
starting
1
0
for
for
8, but he
6.
made up for it. And I
You
think
know, yeah,
Curry
he was
ended.
rebounding.
Didn't
He was
Curry end the
passing.
game with like 20 points?
Hey, let me ask y'all a
He
question real
did.
quick.
He
Then.
ended the game with 14 points, Joker, and he still won.
So
That's
real quick.
true.
So real
That's
quick.
true.
Real quick. Do
Winners
y'all think?
win.
Yeah, that boy had a triple double.
Hold on, real quick.
Exactly, but you still win at the end of the day.
Nah,
LeBron
you're right. I
fans
agree
don't
with you.
understand this.
That's a
Okay,
fact.
hold on. Let me
Go
ask y'all
ahead,
a
Coda.
question.
Go ahead, Coda.
Let me ask y'all a question real quick. Do y'all think with Draymond, Jimmy, and Curry, they kind of up in age, right? It's
Yeah.
the playoff and shit. I just got a question. Do y'all think that them stretching this shit out to 7 might have them a little bit fatigued for the
Oh,
next
they
year?
down.
Oh
Oh, they
yeah,
losing.
Yeah, they
everybody
definitely will.
feeling it. Everybody feeling it right now. They
Yeah,
feeling
they
They
losing
definitely
game
will.
one
They
for
already
sure.
feeling it. Just going to 7 in the first round.
Yeah, they feeling it. They feeling it already. It's just like Jokic. Jokic and them were feeling it after facing the Clippers. Like they feeling
For
it.
sure.
So the Clippers been resting and Minnesota kind of been resting.
The entire West is a bloodbath.
Yeah. I mean, Minnesota been resting. It's just that Minnesota's going to run into a. See, it's just that Minnesota's going to run into a problem if they have to face the Nuggets because that's a dangerous thing to let. Because I mean, don't get me wrong, Rudy's nice, but Rudy gets cooked by Jokic all the
Every
time.
time.
But the
Every
only
time,
realistic
gang.
teams to beat Celtics in the finals is Golden State or Nuggets. The rest of them
Yeah,
don't have finals
yeah.
experience.
Timberwolves.
Nah,
I
I
ain't
don't
gonna
Nobody
lie.
think
else
they
has
have
Timberwolves.
finals
finals
I'm
experience.
just
experience.
saying. I'm just saying. The Timberwolves can get past the Golden State. Timberwolves don't really want to face the Nuggets because that's their. I mean, that's the kryptonite. Because and I ain't gonna lie, Rudy gets cooked by like people like Embiid,
Family
Jokic.
beat
He
them
gets
last
cooked by
time
them.
though.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't
He-
say it's the kryptonite.
Yeah,
When
the
there's double bigs
Timberwolves
against
definitely beat
Joker,
the Nuggets
Joker has
last time,
problems.
fam.
Look at what Lakers did back in the bubble. They had the double bigs with Dwight Howard.
yeah, that's
Timberwolves have
true.
double bigs. They have big players.
Yeah, bro. Like,
But
you,
that don't
I'm
mean
saying,
nothing. That don't really mean
the
too
That
much.
does
Timberwolves
mean
beat.
something.
You know
That
the
gives
No.
Joker
Timberwolves.
problems.
The Timberwolves beat the Nuggets last year. Like, that's not their kryptonite.
Exactly. They beat them last year, but Jamal Murray is playing better this year, though.
Yeah, he is.
You can't.
He is.
Every time the Nuggets have Jamal Murray healthy, they go to the finals. By the
They
way, if you
do.
look at it,
They do. They do. That's what I'm saying.
so
And
Jamal
Jokic, and
Murray
you gotta
right now is
understand
cooking.
Jokic,
The
and
league
y'all
is
gotta
scared.
understand. Y'all,
You got a
y'all gotta
healthy
understand.
league right now.
Jokic has a team. Jokic also has a team full of snipers. Like everybody on their team can shoot. Jamal Murray can shoot. Like we know that Porter Jr. can shoot.
Correct.
We know that
Correct.
Bron can shoot. We know that Jokic can shoot. Like
But
you double up on Jokic, somebody wide open, somebody gonna bust your ass if you
but
leave him wide
but
open.
Timberwolves
But
got
I
Nas
think that.
Reed and
Well,
McDaniels. They both can go lights out.
Yeah,
So
they can. That's what I'm saying.
yeah, what you were saying with the doubling though, like, so if I'm playing the Nuggets, bro, I'm still gonna take the ball out of Jokic's hands. I'm gonna force the rest of the team to beat me. I'm not finna let this man get. It's a difference between Test being
that's
a
what
unify. You
Houston did
just gonna
to
But
throw
Golden
that's what he
State.
won't. But that's what I'm saying.
That's
That's
what
what he.
Houston did to Curry, and they
But
lost.
but that's what I'm saying. That's what Jokic wants. That's what their team wants. That have you noticed? That's how they eat. That's how they eat the most when they double Jokic. Because they was doing that. They was doing that. The Clippers was doing that against Jokic. They was doubling him. They like that. He wants you to do that because his vision is so good that he get the ball before you can recover. And a lot of those guys are good catch and shooters on the Nuggets team. They're good at catch and shoot. They're
Yeah,
really good at it. So it's like, okay, if you slack off or you come towards Jokic and double team, then he gonna look at you like, yeah, that's just what I want you to do,
That's
like
gonna be
and tear you
a
up.
matchup. That's gonna be a great matchup.
That's what they were doing. They were blitzing
yeah.
Curry. I don't know if you've seen the game.
Oh yeah, they
Triple
was
team
blitzing,
Curry,
doubling.
and Curry was passing every time.
Yeah,
But also,
You just
Buddy
got to
Hield
make
had
shots. The
33.
side players got to make the
Yeah,
shots.
I'm
that's what
just
I'm. Now that's what I'm saying. Like
I'm
if
just
I'm
saying
playing,
if Jokic get about 25 points, it's looking bad.
you
It's looking bad.
exactly. That's why I don't want.
Looking bad.
I know he gonna get his assists regardless,
He'll be
but I
good.
don't
Jamal
want him
Murray
to
probably
get
dropped 40
25 with
points.
it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
That's
Yeah,
what
want him
I'm.
to get
I'll be
25,
honest.
10, and
The
10. I'd rather him
OKC,
get
I don't think they're
17.
beating Nuggets. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think I got the
I,
Nuggets in that, man. Look,
Nuggets and 6.
What?
I ain't gonna lie. Either team is
Jamal
tough.
Murray
I'm
gonna
not gonna
go
lie because
off on him.
OKC got a nice little cast too. Like I
Yeah,
ain't
I
gonna
Yeah,
ain't
lie.
but
gonna lie. I
that
gotta give it.
championship caliber team is
I got to
coming,
give it to
and
the
I'm
Thunder.
That's
telling you,
gonna
it's
be
a
a good
different.
series, though,
It's gonna be
bro.
a
The
damn good series because
experience is a big thing.
OKC got a team.
Yeah,
OKC got a
look,
nice
look.
A
little
OKC got a
team
little
is
bit of
good in the
experience
regular
too.
season, but in the
and then you got a good,
playoffs,
and then you got to think about it. OKC got a really nice rim protector
Yeah,
because
you
everybody
hear
said that
me?
ain't a good
They
rim
got Chet
protector.
and Hartenstein.
Look.
Yeah,
I give
they're
it to
not stopping
OKC.
Joker.
I give it
None
to
of those
OKC
little
though
kids are
because
stopping Joker.
if both
I
teams are
know.
struggling on offense, bro, the Thunder's defense is OD.
You got to also remember Aaron Gordon. He has a good post up game.
I think J Dub's
He's a
good at
solid
Aaron
player.
Gordon.
Yeah, but he gonna be
Who's
guarded by
stopping
Chet.
Aaron Gordon?
J Dub.
Yeah, he can guard J Dub.
Nobody has the body. They don't lift weights in OKC.
Jada big as shit. What are
Yeah,
you
but he
talking
still
about?
got it. Nah, I'm talking about Chet.
OKC is
They're
full
But
of
gonna
Chet,
skinny
nah.
players.
Chet gonna
You're
be
gonna
under the
put
rim the
Chet
entire time.
on Aaron Gordon, bro.
Chet can't bench 200.
But he's 7'1".
What does that have to do? I'm
Fam.
talking about post up.
Post up, like I said, J-Dub's probably gonna be
Chet
on.
Yeah,
cannot
Aaron
guard
Gordon. I ain't gonna
Aaron
lie to you. I
Gordon
ain't gonna lie
on
to
the
you. Aaron
post
Gordon. I ain't
post
gonna lie
up.
to you. Aaron Gordon don't really have a good post up game.
That's what I'm
Gordon
saying.
don't
He's
have.
not a post player, fam. He's not
Nah,
about
he's
to
a
be guarding.
slasher. He's a
He's not about
slasher.
to be
He might be
posting up
a
on
a
Chet
live
over him,
threat,
fam.
something like that. But he ain't.
Aaron
That
Gordon can do both. He's a slasher. He's a
no, no,
post up. He
no,
does
no.
whatever the
Yeah, he has
mismatch
the
gives him.
ability to post up. I see what you're saying, fam. But he's not gonna post up a 7'1" shot blocker. One of the
No,
best
he's
shot
not.
blockers.
He's
They
not.
went. Why the hell would they? They probably put Hartenstein. What? They probably put Hartenstein on Aaron Gordon.
No, no,
Hell
no. Because
no, they're gonna put him on Joker.
You gotta keep Hartenstein
No,
on Joker.
If you put Hartenstein on choking, then Choker is smoking that nigga.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah,
if you put little old Shed
yeah.
on Joker,
Shit's not
I
guarding
mean,
Joker.
they both getting cooked, but I rather ride with the side. I rather
I'd
ride with.
rather
I
have.
rather.
yeah, but
I'd rather have
you won't. Don't
Hartenstein.
get me wrong. If I'm making that
Yo,
matchup,
it's gonna be
I
the
want Shed.
MVP candidates going at each other.
If you're
It's
gonna
gonna be
make up,
nice.
if
SGA
you
versus
want body
Joker.
for body, then I want Shed on Gordon. I don't want Shed
Yeah,
on
cause
Joker.
look, cause if you keep Shet on Gordon, he could still help defense on Jokic.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. But at the
So
same
Jamal
time,
Murray gonna be on SGA, right?
Probably
No.
you gotta put Christian
Braun.
Brown on SGA.
Yeah, he gonna put Christian Brown.
Okay,
Yeah.
who Jamal Murray on?
He could probably gonna be on Lou Dort.
Yeah, you put Jamal Murray. You put
Jamal Murray has to
Okay.
go off offensive. He doesn't have to play defense.
And then
He's not gonna have to really play defense.
Let him control the offense, pick and roll with Joker. That's all.
I'd rather have Chet on MPJ.
And please, and I ain't gonna lie.
MPJ.
I ain't gonna lie. OKC better not leave Porter Jr. wide open.
Yeah,
at that
nah,
corner.
you
That's what I'm
that's
saying.
you
They
can't
gotta
put Chet
Chet
on
out there.
MPJ
Go ahead,
because
finance.
you need
Pass
Chet
me.
like presence in the paint.
Yeah, because if you leave Porter Jr. out there, Porter Jr. gonna tear you up. I ain't gonna lie, he gonna tear
Porter
you up.
Jr.'s biggest enemy is himself.
Yeah,
He
for
doesn't
sure.
He
not.
is.
He'll just
He
do
is.
it sometimes.
J Dub gonna be on Michael Porter Jr.
So then Aaron
But if
Gordon,
Porter's hitting his shots, it's lights out. It's
bro,
game
Chet's
over.
gonna get cooked by Aaron Gordon. I'm just saying that.
Nigga said Murray guarding SGA, then you want SGA to get fucking 50 every
Who's
night?
guarding Murray in OKC?
Wait,
I want to know that. Who's
Dort?
guarding Murray?
Lou Dort.
I ain't gonna lie, nobody's guarding Shea.
Playoff Murray is
nobody's
crazy.
guarding Shea. I'm gonna be real with you.
Playoff Murray
Hold
gave
on, Lou
LeBron
Dort
nightmares.
defensively in the playoffs is amazing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
It
Like,
is.
don't think
Dort
Murray's
been
just
playing some good
Nobody's
defense.
guarding Shea on Nuggets. Nobody's stopping Shea.
the only question that I got right now is I don't know why y'all think not y'all like Aaron Gordon's gonna cook Chet.
I'm
No,
telling
he's
you,
not.
it's about
He's
the
not.
bodies.
No, he's not. He's
There's
not.
no way
Because
Chet
Aaron
is
Gordon's
guarding Aaron
game
Gordon.
is just
Aaron
like
Gordon
he
is
wants
not
to get
cooking
to the
Chet.
rim.
No.
Aaron Gordon, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Aaron Gordon is very inconsistent too. Like, so they ain't really worried about
No,
it.
that's what I'm
He
saying.
won
You
the
don't
series.
gotta make like his
He was
best
the X
attribute
factor.
is
But
slashing.
I ain't gonna lie, nobody's worried about Aaron Gordon, but they gonna roam up for Aaron Gordon. Chet's gonna roam up for Evan Gordon.
Exactly. That's what
You put in Hartenstein.
for
You
sure.
We gotta
in
keep
the
it.
post.
We gotta keep
Hartenstein's
it
under the
real.
rim.
You gotta keep it real.
You put in
taking your
Hartenstein in the
chances.
post.
Fam, they're gonna
Yeah,
make Aaron Gordon.
I ain't gonna
beat
lie.
them.
Aaron Gordon might get a little bit on the inside, but come like shooting on the perimeter and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about that shit.
Yeah, you ain't worried about Aaron
Chet
Gordon.
gonna have that shit on. Gonna have to pay.
Bro, the Thunder is gonna make Aaron Gordon beat them. Like that's gonna be their game plan.
Yeah,
Thunder has
he gonna have to shoot lights out.
Then
which
they
he's
gonna have
not
to shoot
that type
lights
of guy.
out.
He's not that type of guy to shoot lights out. He's not that premier of a shooter. Like he's not.
I think he
also has
I
way
think he
better
had one game against the Clippers. He hit about 5 threes, but
yeah,
that's one game.
He gets streaky every once in a blue moon. But
Hey,
he's not
you
that
gotta
type
also
of guy.
remember, OKC, they're not gonna get those fouls they got regular season.
You
It's
talking about
playoff
Shea?
basketball.
I've been thinking about that. I ain't gonna
So
lie.
you got to think about it deeply. Like SGA will be effective, but how good will the others play around him? If they don't step up, OKC is gonna get destroyed.
He got
That's facts too. That's
That's
facts
true.
too.
SGA can't be Superman.
That is
And
facts.
they also got Caruso.
they got a good. Okay,
Ain't like Jamal, they got
OKC's
niggas with
bench
Jamal Murray.
is so much better than
they deeper than the Nuggets, bro.
Yeah, they deeper. They got niggas with Jamal Murray. Bro.
Look, they deeper than the Nuggets. They got better defense.
They only
Their
deeper.
first
They only
guy off
deeper
the
when it
bench
comes
is
to. They only
is
deeper when it comes
Russ.
to defense, not offense.
They got Russ coming off the bench, and after that, it's Peyton Watson.
Who?
Like
I'm not.
Hey,
I'm
hey,
gonna be
hey,
real with you, Russ.
hey, fam.
Russ, hey, I ain't gonna lie. Russ been doing. Hey, Russ been.
He been
Russ,
hitting
Russ
shots,
been
bro. I'm not
balling.
moved by that shit.
Russ
That shit
low
not
key
moving.
been
Russ been
balling.
hooping.
Russ did his shit last
Ain't
game.
that Westbrook shit not moving me, bro. That nigga gonna have to show me
That's what I'm
again.
saying. He's
You
inconsistent.
gonna have to show me
Fuck.
again, nigga. You gonna have to show me
I ain't
again.
Russ
gonna
is
lie.
gonna
Russ
pay
won't.
his
Hey, Russ
former
won't
team.
one. Hey, Russ won't one. Russ trying to get him one.
Yeah,
Russ
yeah.
like, hell
He
nah.
been. I ain't even gonna
You
lie,
gotta show me
Chris.
again, nigga.
That
You know
nugget
what
Russ
else
been
is funny?
cooking,
Jimmy
bro.
Butler versus Timberwolves. His
Don't the
former
Nuggets
team.
also not have their coach?
Yeah, that's
They don't
what
have their
fucked me
coach
up
either.
too.
They don't have their coach nor their
It's
GM.
Jimmy Butler's gonna come at Wolves with a vendetta.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna. I got OKC and I got OKC beating Nuggets in like 6.
Yeah, I
So
got them in
too.
6.
It's gonna be close though.
It's gonna be
It might go to
every.
7.
I got
It's
them.
probably gonna go to
It
6
might
or
be
7.
one blowout. It might be
Oh,
1-2 blowouts.
why are you thinking MPJ's like been going crazy?
He
Like,
hasn't.
why are you speaking?
He's the most
Yeah,
inconsistent player on that
I know
entire
someone's
roster.
been like glazing. Someone's glazing him. Or someone's
Yeah,
glazing
they
him.
got
No. Nobody
yeah.
glazing
OKC
him.
got matchups for
Bro,
everybody.
someone was
they
saying he's a super big
They
threat.
not. They
That's
not.
pretty
They not
like.
glazing
I
him. They
said,
just.
Oh,
I
that was
said,
the
yeah.
bad. That was the
Michael Porter
OKC,
Jr.
I think OKC just deeper.
Oh,
They got a better
MPJ will
defense.
rip y'all apart from the outside.
OKC just got more
MPJ, yes,
size.
MPJ. Like nobody's glazing MPJ. We're saying if you leave MPJ
Yeah,
open, especially
that's
in the
all they
corner, he
said.
gonna
if
bust
he's
your
hot
ass.
and he gets
He
open,
won't. I ain't gonna
flies,
lie. MPJ.
And bro,
See, okay,
Murray's
look,
guarding
Reed,
SGA, bro. They
this
play
the
with
thing
each
with
other on the
MPJ.
Canadian team.
This the thing with MPJ though. Like the more shots he shoots,
The
like
better.
you're in trouble.
Yeah,
Nah,
I
not
agree
the
with that.
better. Like when he
You don't
shoots,
want him to get, you
But
don't
the
want him to get
efficiency hasn't been there. But I get what
you
you're
see what I'm
saying.
saying? When he shoots like 5 shots, all right, not you don't gotta worry
Yeah,
about him.
efficiency.
What
No, he's responding to what I'm
efficiency
saying.
has been? It was bad over this last series. What?
I mean,
no,
yeah,
it
better
was,
on
it
last
was.
series, but in general, like he's still shooting 40%
Yeah, for
from
sure.
beyond
But
the
I mean,
clutch.
as of recent, he had a really bad shoulder injury. But I mean, yeah, we'll see tonight.
Yeah, the thing, see, but when he shoots, like you got to look at the numbers though. When he shoots bad, he only shot 5 shots,
Yeah.
4 shots. When he shoots
Yeah, I
good,
like
he
him. I
done,
don't think he's
he done
terrible,
got
but I'm saying like I
12
don't think
shots
he's
up.
gonna be like the winner. I don't think
Yeah,
the
he's
most
he's not a
inconsistent
he's not
player.
a
He's
he's
not
not
the
a
X factor,
volume.
nah.
When he knows he's shooting bad, he's not going to shoot a lot of
Yeah,
volume. When he
he's
knows
definitely
shooting
not the
bad.
X factor.
He's the
Yeah,
Chris
yeah.
Middleton of Kyle Kuzma's.
Whoa.
No,
What
that
are we
was
talking
good.
about here?
That was good actually.
Did I cook?
Okay, but why whoever disagreed with, 'cause I said in the chat that Murray's gonna guard SGA. Tell me why you don't think that's gonna happen.
Murray's not guarding SGA.
No, he's not
Dort-
going to.
Dort
Why?
is on
He
Murray.
is. You'll see tonight. He's gonna be on him. I'm confused.
Fam,
No, he's not gonna guard
Okay,
him.
then. Okay, you getting swept. You getting
Christian Braun is going to be on
OKC and Nuggets
SGA,
play
bro.
tonight.
Yeah, okay. See for the sweep them niggas if you
Yeah,
got
okay,
Murray.
see,
Yeah,
like,
for
tonight.
sure.
Christian Brown on SGA.
Yeah, that's they, bro. That's
He's
that.
gonna
That's
throw
that. That's they
everybody
best.
I'm
at
not saying he
SGA,
can guard
not
him.
just
I'm
one
saying
person.
But I will say he's gonna be going around. He's gonna get like people. It's not.
But I'm gonna tell you right now,
nobody.
nobody's guarding SGA. You could just
Hey,
move on.
No one's guarding Jokic.
Hey,
No one's
hey,
guarding
hey,
Chris.
Reed,
Like
hey,
fact.
this is when you're gonna see
What's up?
Jamal
What's up?
Murray. This is when you're gonna see Jamal Murray on SGA when he calls for whoever Murray's guarding to come set the screen. I'm going
Yeah,
at him.
SGA gonna have SGA
We'll see
gonna have a
about
lot
that,
of
bro.
switches.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
He had a lot of switches in that series.
Yeah,
I'm not
but
even
you know
like
what I
fans
want. But
either.
you know what I,
I'm
you
not
know
even like-
you know the way. This is the
I'm
way
not
they.
even fans either. I'm
This is
just
the way
saying.
you guard. This is the way you guard SGA though. SGA does have a kryptonite. This is the way you have to guard SGA. You have to keep him out of his comfort zone. So if he get comfortable
Yeah, you
within
gotta
the
be
mid,
all in his shit.
you gotta keep him. You gotta keep him from the mid range and make him take deep mid range shots or from the 3. If you make him do that, it's over. Because he does not shoot. He does not shoot that well from deep.
Yeah,
Nor
and
from
they
beyond
played
the
against
arc.
each other for years. They're from the same place in Canada. I think people forget about that.
I'm just saying SGA does not shoot that well from beyond the arc.
Are you talking about Murray and SGA?
Murray and
Yeah,
SGA.
they both hooped in Canada. They grew up there.
Yeah. But like SGA on the
They're
other
both
hand,
familiar
I mean
with each other.
Murray on the other hand, Murray can shoot good from beyond the arc.
I think Murray's gonna have a good series.
No,
Murray's
he's
gonna
not.
go off.
No, he's not.
Murray has the finals experience. SGA does not.
Why do you
Yeah,
think
that's
differently?
true.
Why do you
biggest
think he's
lesson
not
we
gonna have a
learned in the
good? Why do you
playoffs
think he's not gonna have a good series?
Because
They
they're gonna have
got
tested
hold up
defense
tonight.
on him the whole game.
Experience is the biggest factor in
They're gonna
all
have
the
Dort.
playoffs so
I
far.
don't think you
Moved
realize
on
they got their
and
defenders
improved
for Jamal Murray every damn play.
And the
I
bench.
ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. He right.
No
Experience
one's
does trump
mentioning the
everything.
bench that OKC
Experience is the
has,
biggest
bro. They have a
factor.
whole
Like, I
starting
don't,
Yeah.
Jamal Murray is not finna cut this series. I'm gonna tell you that right now, bro.
I mean,
what
if
you're
Jamal
saying.
Murray,
differently.
I ain't
I
gonna
think
lie, if
differently.
Jamal
We'll
Murray
see.
average around, if Jamal Murray average around 17 to 20 when he did his job.
That's good. I agree.
I
Yep.
mean, it better be on good
Playoff
efficiency.
Murray is
then.
a real thing.
I mean,
Hey,
if he shoot
don't
around
have to
45,
Who said
if he
that?
shoot
What
around
Murray?
45,
Murray,
he
what?
good. He good.
Playoff Murray.
If
Playoff-
Murray
right.
if Murray shoot around 45% and around 18 to 20 points, he good. He's
Now,
straight.
Dark Knight,
Murray
let me
only
let me ask you
activated-
something.
Christian
Dark
Braun
Knight,
needs to
can I ask
step
you
up.
something right quick?
Yeah, what's up?
Is you think you finna average that efficiency when you getting Lou Dort thrown at
Yeah,
you, when you
that's
getting
not happening.
Casey Wallace thrown at you, when you getting Caruso thrown at you?
Yeah, that's not
It,
happening. I'm gonna
it
tell
depends.
y'all
It
right now.
depends. It depends, but you don't want. But see, this is what you don't want. You really don't. I mean, yeah, for a defensive presence that might seem nice, but you don't want Lou Dort and Alex Caruso out on the floor at the same time.
No, I'm not saying that. Sub out, sub in. I'm not saying.
Yeah, sub out, sub
Yeah.
in. But you okay? But who? But you're worried. But okay, you might lock him up. But then you gotta. But then you gotta double. You gotta double somebody. You gotta double Yogi.
They're gonna use Murray as a decoy.
Jokic is gonna
get Braun and Aaron Gordon open. What is
Yeah,
OKC
but you.
gonna
Yeah,
do?
but I'm just saying
How
on the
they gonna
Nuggets.
counter?
On the Nugget side, you gotta double.
Jokic
You gotta
gonna
double
eat
Jokic
from the
because you
They're
don't
gonna
want
double
Jokic.
Murray and double Joker all the time.
Because who's stepping? Because you got to understand. Okay, if you double Murray, Jokic could step outside the 3-point line.
You
Who's
don't
guarding
gotta.
him?
You don't. Hold on. You don't gotta
You
double
gotta
Murray
double Murray.
because
If you don't double Murray, you're gonna die to the
they
pick
got
and roll.
guys that can fight over the screens. I don't gotta double Murray.
Yeah. If you got, I'm just saying, if you double Murray, you in trouble. You
What
in
Nuggets
trouble.
have to do, the Nuggets,
they shouldn't
the
be
role
doing
players
that.
need to hit
They don't have
shots.
to do that.
Like Gordon's gonna have to be very
exactly.
efficient this year.
That's what it's gonna come
PJ, they're
down
gonna
to.
They
And
don't
then
have
you
to do
got
that. They
and
got
then you
players
got to
that
make
fight
a
over
choice,
the
and then
screens.
you got to make a choice, and then your big man got to make a choice because your big man got to step out because Jokic can shoot. So it's like,
And
yeah,
how
you gonna
they
leave you
how they
wide
gonna
open.
guard Joker? What's going on?
They're not
Nobody's
guarding
guarding
Joker.
Joker.
They're not.
That's what I'm saying.
All right,
He's
all
gonna
right, hold
he's
on,
gonna
hold on,
eat from the
wait,
three.
wait,
I
He's
agree.
gonna
I think
destroy them on pick and roll.
They're not guarding
wait,
Joker.
Yeah,
wait.
but I don't want. You don't gotta double
Because
Murray.
Jokic is shooting. Jokic is shooting like 30, like
Hey,
four damn near
You're
40%.
gonna see the real MVP.
The
of
last
the
the
team.
last two head to heads
That's
that
all
they
I
had
know.
in the regular season, Chet like fouled out. Chet had really bad foul trouble early in both head to heads they played.
Nah,
Jokic was
he
killing.
right.
Jokic was killing
Chet's
his
gotta
ass.
chill though. Chet's gotta stay out of foul trouble.
Yeah, Jokic was killing his ass.
Yeah, we'll
Like,
see.
that's what I'm
I don't know.
That's
I don't
what I'm
know.
saying. And then that's what I'm
All right,
saying.
so
You got your
game
two.
one, who y'all got?
Game one, I'm probably gonna get a
Okay,
Nuggets.
so
I got OKC.
Is it an
I got
Oklahoma?
OKC.
If they don't, if they
Nuggets
don't
winning
get,
in
if
15.
OKC don't get them, if OKC don't get them foul calls like they want to, they
Is
gonna
the game in
play, right?
Oklahoma?
Shy's probably already shooting free throws somewhere.
I'll probably go OKC then for the first game.
I'm just saying if you leave, I'm just saying if you leave Jokic out there to shoot them jumpers and 3-pointers, you in trouble.
We'll see though. I don't know because I feel like Jokic should go
But this
crazy.
the
I
thing
definitely
though,
see the Nuggets to win this game
all
too.
right. See, to win a playoff series, right? Something got to give. Like you got to give something up.
Mhm.
Like if you the Thunder, right? What you giving up? And if you the Nuggets, what you giving up?
But
If I'm the
OKC,
Thunder,
OKC, you're
I'm
giving up bucket getters if you're with OKC because you got to put defense out there.
Yeah, like if I'm the Thunder, like I know that Jokic, his passing ability is like out of this world, right?
Mhm.
But I'm still gonna depend on those role players to beat me. Like I don't care if Jokic
You're
has.
saying double Jokic, right?
I don't care if Jokic.
I agree. You gotta double him. You gotta. Fuck it. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm just saying you're sacrificing the offensive end because nobody out there can get buckets.
It's tough. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Braun
saying.
and
So like
Gordon
you might
made
play
this.
good. It might be like they're gonna be like the OKC might have to be like the Rockets. Be like, yeah, we playing good defense, but we don't really have any bucket getters. So you
Lou Dort's gotta give him 10.
Whoa.
Dort's gotta give him 10 every
Fam,
game.
Chill. The Rockets got bucket getters. Jalen Williams.
I mean,
Shea,
not really.
Chet. All
Huh?
the boys can go for 17 and up.
You said the Rockets or the Thunder?
He said he was comparing to the Rockets.
Oh,
Yeah, the Rockets don't really. The Rockets don't really
Completely
have any,
different
like,
team.
bucket-
They play
Yeah, that's
completely
what I'm
different.
saying. That's a completely different team, fam. Like
Yeah,
the Rockets
but I'm
don't
saying
have
the
a Chet.
OKC. I'm saying the OKC got to play like the Rockets
Bro.
did against the Nuggets. They have to.
Ahmed Thompson's defense last night. Ooh, that shit was tough.
Yeah.
That's thank you. That's what I was trying to tell somebody in here with
He had
Jaden
Curry
McDaniels.
locked
They,
up
they
the first
said they
half.
said Amen Thompson is a way better defender than Jaden Mc. No, he's not. They're
No,
in the
he's
same
not.
tier. They're in
They're
the
both
same
good, yeah.
tier.
You know the reason why Golden State struggled is because of the zone defense. The zone defense was throwing Golden State's sets off.
Yeah, it was.
That was their biggest issue. It's not just one-on-one defense. It was team defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because right when Curry tried to get off
definitely agree,
Ahmed,
but
he
we're
had
not
Fred
gonna
right
act
there.
like
Fred
Amen
was
Thompson
putting hands
didn't
on him.
take steps
And I'm not
off
gonna
the
lie.
bench.
I'm not gonna lie. Their rotation, the Rockets rotation was very nice.
They played fantastic. It's just that Jalen Green had no experience. He's their
And it's just
number one
that's what I'm
offensive
saying.
player.
That's what I was saying.
He
The
had 0
Rockets don't
points.
really have. That's what I'm saying. The Rockets don't really have any bucket getters. Like a lot of their players are developing players. Like
Exactly.
We'll see,
In the
we'll
regular
see in a
season.
couple of
That's
years.
true.
but-
That's true.
OKC is not that. Like,
And OKC don't really have any bucket. Oh, Caruso's
Fam,
not a
chill.
bucket
You
getter.
gotta stop saying
Like
that.
Dort's not a bucket getter.
no, Wiggins is a bucket getter.
You
I mean,
got
that
Bro,
depends.
Isaiah
like
Joe's
you
a
said,
bucket getter.
I
Don't
ain't
no,
even
no,
name
no.
Wiggins,
Isaiah
bro.
Joe is a bucket, bro.
Wiggins,
Joe is a
Wiggins
bucket
is
getter.
Fam,
see,
they got
I
five
like
bucket
Wiggins, but
getters.
Wiggins
Like
is very inconsistent too.
J
I like
Dub.
Wiggins, but he's
Aaron
very
Wiggins is a
inconsistent.
bucket too. He just doesn't get any
Fam,
time.
no, he's not inconsistent, fam. He
He
just
just
doesn't
doesn't
get
get
shots
minutes.
every game.
Weird.
That's true too.
Who?
You got you look. I'm gonna start from bottom to top. You got Aaron Wiggins. Not my bad. You got Isaiah Joe. You got Aaron Wiggins. You got J Dub. You got Chet. You got Shea. That's 5 bucket getters, fam. With the best defense in the league on top of
I
that.
feel like
Chet is
I
not
feel like
really.
Chet's inconsistent in big games. I
Yeah,
feel like last
Chet.
playoffs,
Yeah,
Chet sold
yeah.
them. Am I wrong?
Yeah, he
I'm
did.
gonna say like, all right. See, why y'all not putting Chet in the bucket getter combo is he still got to play around the rest of the bucket getters.
I do agree with that. Yeah, there's so many
Like
hoopers.
Chet,
So
if
many
you
hoopers.
have Chet
but Chet
Dolo
is
on the
more.
team,
He
But
could take
Chet is
over
more of
more.
a.
He could take over more.
But Chet is more of a set shot shooter. Like he's
Yeah.
a set shot. He's not going to create nothing. He's like a set shot,
He
which is
tries,
cool.
bro.
It's cool, but he's a set shot. Like he's not creating anything. That's why I'm saying bucket getters. Like nobody's
I see what
creating
you're
a
saying.
bucket.
I know what you mean by bucket.
So you're saying
getter.
OKC doesn't have any, or like they
Oh,
always
OKC
have
doesn't
some,
have a
but
they don't have a lot of
not
that.
enough?
No, they don't.
Well, you think the Nuggets do, or what?
The Nuggets have two bucket getters. They have obviously
Who
Murray.
tell me, John?
Murray can, and we
Okay.
and we know that Jokic can.
Yeah.
MPJ is on like
Peyton
that
Watson
set.
disappeared. I don't care what people say. Peyton Watson, he disappeared. I don't care. Show me the numbers. This, that.
Yeah,
He disappeared last series.
He an electric
I don't
player,
even
though.
know
He just
anyone
a
on
motor.
the Nuggets
He just got a
bench
high
besides
motor, though.
Watson and Westbrook. That's it.
I'm trying to think who else is on
I mean,
there.
Westbrook can get buckets too. I ain't gonna
It's
lie.
actually kind of
Depending
crazy. I actually
Hell nah.
I can't think of anyone else. Who are the other two guys? I'm trying to think
Somebody
right now.
said, "Hell no."
Hell no.
Westbrook can. Westbrook can get his shit.
Mother,
No,
no.
Westbrook's tough. Oh, I heard some Westbrook slander. That's crazy, bro.
Nah,
He's been
that was
hooping.
funny. That was funny.
It depends on what you want.
In like
but
2
if you
games?
want
Wait,
Westbrook-
who are
if
the
you
other
want
2 people on the
Westbrook-
bench
if
on
you
the
stop-
Nuggets?
If you
Magic
can stop
Johnson.
I don't know.
This is how I'm saying.
I'm
If you
actually
stop-
that concerned. How do I not know that?
Westbrook
I
is
know
a
2
Westbrook
people
is
on
a
the
rim
bench, and
attacker.
that's
So if
Watson
Westbrook
and-
exposes you at the rim attacking,
Well, I'm actually
he's gonna
sick.
eat
It's
you all
actually
day.
really sick. Can someone find out who the bench players on?
I don't know who their bench players are, bro.
No, I'm actually sick right now.
I know 2 bench players.
Nah, but what I'm telling you is that if you
Westbrook
leave
is a
the rim
bucket.
wide open, if you leave the middle wide open, Westbrook will
I'll
tear
look it
you
up real
up.
quick.
If you make him shoot, then you got him.
Westbrook is a bucket.
Westbrook had 2 good games out of that series.
Hey, that's okay. That's good. That's what they
I'm
needed.
not saying it's not bad, but
That's what-
there was
that's what they
5
needed.
other games where he could have done something.
I mean, but he's coming off the bench though. He's not starting. So
No, bro. Nuggets bench is trash. Actually, they only have is Jaden.
Nah, their bench is trash.
They got Jaden.
Jaden who?
And he was talking about Pickett, like something Pickett, but he trash.
Like he cut out.
Yeah, they have no one actually. But I mean, can Murray and Jokic take them all the way? It's
They can
possible.
try.
Yeah, like
I feel like OKC's in a similar position though. That's why I think it's
No,
gonna be a good series.
no. OKC's in a better position.
Okay, yeah, they have a lot more development. You're right. I'm tripping. My bad. They're big.
I know the Nuggets.
OKC has a lot of unproven bench players.
They could be developed.
Yeah,
That's what
they-
I'm
I know
saying.
the
Aaron
Nuggets.
Wiggins.
I know the Nuggets won a
Yeah.
title 2 years ago, but their entire bench is gone. Like
But they lost Bruce Brown. That was a
Ish,
big loss by then.
KCP gone. Like they don't got like.
Facts.
they don't
Facts.
got,
I forgot. They had KCP. Tough.
Okay.
Did KCP get a ring last year?
OKC still got mostly the same people. The only people they got was Caruso and Hartenstein. Literally, everybody else they drafted.
Bro, I feel like the second Jaden Williams on OKC's bench is ass, bro. I could be
You talk
wrong.
about that
but I
Asian,
feel
you
like-
talk about the Duke Dennis looking one.
Yeah. I feel like he's ass,
He's not that
bro.
good. But Isaiah Joe, he's really good.
Yeah, he's tough. I agree. Oh, what do y'all think about this Knicks series?
Oh, brothers, sweep.
Yeah.
It's
Celtics in 5 or what?
Celtics in 4. What you talking about?
Actually, I don't
Justin
know.
might have a crazy
I don't
game, bro.
know.
He might go for 40, bro. Like,
Because the Celtics don't have Drew Holiday. He's out with a hamstring.
That's
So-
true.
he's out.
I ain't gonna lie, I got the Celtics.
Drew's out
I
for
got the
sure.
Celtics in 5
Yeah.
or 6.
Ooh, that's a big loss, bro. That's a big defensive piece loss.
That's a big loss. That's why the Magic got one.
Man, did that just get reported? I didn't even see him on the injury
No,
report.
that was like game.
It's an ongoing thing, but I thought he was gonna play.
He got hurt in like the beginning of game 2, and then he was
Ooh.
out.
Big loss. Tough.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, the Celtics was banged up last series. Tatum.
Who stepped in
Tatum-
for him?
Tatum-
Sam Hauser or some shit? One of those white guys, Sam Hauser or something?
Yeah, they
Or
were.
what?
Sam
yeah.
Hauser.
Banged
Bro,
up.
Kristaps Porzingis got like hit in the head, and he started like bleeding and everywhere.
Oh, that was crazy. Yeah, it took an elbow to the face. I saw
And
that.
then Jalen Brown has knee trouble. Tatum hurt his wrist. Damn, they're getting
I ain't gonna lie, hey, Jalen Brown.
Brown out too?
No, he's in. He's just hurting.
Yeah, LeBron's playing. I thought. Yeah.
And then Derek White is just Derek White, bro.
Yeah, they're dealing with
Well, I'm a Spurs fan, so I know
Celtics are
D.
dealing
White.
with a little bit of injury problems. Just like that's why I
White's
say
a
even Golden
gangster, bro. He'll
State,
play through whatever.
Golden State at this point is dealing with injury problems at this point. Like,
Oh, do they have what 1 day rest against Timberwolves? Rest.
yeah.
But let's
Butler
see.
broke his
But
ass
Ant,
2 games
I'm
ago.
a big fan of Ant, but he hasn't had the best series. But I don't know. Let's see.
I want to see Randall and Draymond go at it. I don't know about y'all.
That's gonna be
good.
Oh, for sure. I like Randall a lot.
Randall can't. I ain't gonna lie. Randall ain't gonna give you too much though.
I originally
he put a good defender.
See,
on
I
him.
disagree. I feel like Randall's tough.
No, Randall don't give you much when he got a good defender on him.
Yeah,
People said that. Yeah, I heard that.
I agree with you, Knight. But
Draymond might get in foul
I
trouble.
feel like he know that in the back of his head this series, and he going I'm not saying he gonna cook Draymond, but he's definitely gonna contribute for sure.
Yeah, he knows,
bro. Before
he definitely hears it. He's hearing it.
I don't even know. You might stick. They might not even stick Draymond. They might stick Jimmy Butler on Randall.
They might.
Yeah, we'll see. He might not, but yeah,
But I'm
there's
not
a
saying
chance that he
because
steps.
Randall falls short every time he got a good defender on him. He cannot produce. Like he produces bad.
Well, he likes his spot. He likes that.
That's what I'm saying. That's gonna hurt him though. Like for real, because Randall can't. Like you know what I'm saying? Because Randall, and then if they at least put keep person in Reed's face. And it's gonna be all on Ant, and that's a bad thing.
I gotta see game 1 because the Lakers look so bad this past series. That's why I'm like, did Randall look better than he actually is? Because Lakers are so bad.
He looked good because Lakers didn't have any.
Nobody
Lakers didn't have any
with him.
interior.
I agree. That's why I gotta
like,
see. Yeah,
defense.
I'm waiting to see.
And I didn't think Randall was going to be. I did not think Randall was going to be that good. I guess because he missed last year's playoffs.
Yeah,
And
it's just because he
looked
looked so good. He looked so good against the Lakers because Lakers didn't have any interior defense. Like they were missing an interior force. They didn't
I'm
have.
not
it.
gonna lie though. Draymond gonna make it tough, but I can see Randall getting that boy in foul trouble too now.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Yeah.
Didn't Draymond get in foul trouble in like game 3?
Yeah.
But that's been the narrative every game, and he's staying in. But we'll see. But Randall could like get some more out of him though. Randall could still get some more of that dog out of him.
But that's if they have Draymond. That's if they have Draymond guard him because Draymond probably gonna be on the inside, and then they might have Jimmy Butler be.
Yeah, it's a good read. It's a good read.
Yeah, I like
Randall
that.
might be on
That
Jimmy.
probably is gonna be the matchup.
Because I'm gonna put Jimmy on. I'm gonna put Jimmy on Randall for real.
Yeah, but
They got
Randall
to
is
if
a
they
little
want to keep
taller.
their small
Bro,
ball lineup.
Timberwolves are nice though, bro. They got Jaden McDaniels, 6'11", Jimmy. Or no, not Jimmy, but I'm saying Timberwolves had a lot of depth, bro. Fuck. Because what? The Golden State's tallest guy, what? Quentin Post? He's ass.
I mean, he's good at shooting, but yeah, he has nothing else.
I mean, he the last 3 games, he limited minutes, but he averaged like 5 points. So.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like if you leave him open, he gonna drop a bucket on you. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. No,
So-
he's really nice.
Who's going to be guarding Curry?
I don't know. I heard someone say McDaniels. I'm like, what?
I think it's going to be Ant.
Him, bro. No way McDaniels could keep up with Curry.
It's either Ant or Conley.
You don't want
Conley,
Ant.
bro.
You don't want Ant on. You don't want Ant
Damn,
on. Curry.
Jaden
You don't want
McDaniels.
you don't want
Curry's
Ant on
cooking.
Curry.
Jaden McDaniels is guarding Stephen Curry. I don't know why y'all think y'all need to go look at Jaden.
You said Jaden McDaniels is guarding Curry?
Yes.
No,
Yeah, this is not the first time I've heard this. They're like, bro,
No,
what?
Y'all tripping.
Jaden
Jaden McDaniels is the same
Butler.
type of
Conley.
defense. He has the same defensive tangibles as Amen Thompson, besides the vertical. He's going to be guarding Stephen Curry.
Okay, so who guarded Butler?
Probably McDaniels. I thought it was going to be McDaniels.
Because you got to have somebody guard
Way
Butler.
better matchup, in my opinion.
Because if you switch
And then Randall
if
and
you put McDaniels on Curry, and you put Ant on somebody like Jimmy Butler gonna eat Ant up on the inside.
I think
Whoa.
Ant going to be on pods.
No homo.
No.
I agree with that. Yeah, no. Jimmy's gonna crash the paint. Jimmy's gonna just drive. Get
That's
Ant.
what I'm saying. They got to put
Ant likes to
McDaniels
foul
on
too.
him.
Butler
Ant
too
likes to
big.
foul.
Butler too big for Ant. On the inside, yeah.
I don't know. But I do see him getting his way a little more. But I think it goes both ways, though. I think Ant might score on Jimmy a lot, too.
I mean, Ant is like
okay,
6'4".
okay.
Jimmy Butler's like 6'7". Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro,
All right, so who are y'all putting on Curry?
You can't do Conley. Okay, so game 1, I think Conley can
Conley's
keep up with
crazy.
him, but not a 6
Conley
game
gonna
series.
get smoked.
Yeah, I don't
Conley's
know.
insane.
Conley's
The
crazy.
first game he'll be all right, but like after that, probably not.
Conley gonna get his
I'm
ass.
trying
Oh,
to. They're
he'll work
putting
Conley.
Jaden McDaniels on Curry, and they're
They
gonna
can't put
Ant on
McDaniels
Butler.
on Curry. You
I gotta
can't
look.
do
I
it.
gotta look this up or something. Bro.
I don't know why
you need McDaniels on the inside.
Am I
No,
blanking?
no,
Okay.
you don't.
Oh wait, they
Fam. You
might.
got Rudy Gobert. What are you
Rudy
talking about?
Gobert, I'm telling Rudy Gobert is a help defender, man. He ain't no.
Oh
Don't they
yeah,
got
Green
defense
might
champs?
But
Green might play
the
the five.
Warriors don't got no back to the basket big man.
Yeah,
So,
but that's
so
what I
keep him
that's
in
what I
there.
understand. But if Rudy Gobert sit in the paint, if he sit his butt in the paint, the Warriors are going to tear them up from the perimeter. They're going to tear you up because all them guys can. Most of those guys on that Warriors starting lineup can shoot. So if Rudy just gonna stay in his butt in the paint, we gonna okay, cool. You just want me to? You won't let me shoot?
Yeah,
Cool.
yes, Draymond. I'm gonna let you shoot.
All right.
Fam. So you think Draymond Green is gonna beat you?
If you let Draymond can at least if Draymond take at
He
least
was
like
hooping last
five,
game, though.
if Draymond take at least 5 shots from the 3, he gonna make at least 2 of them.
Oh well, he was 3 for 8 last game.
He was 3 for 8.
That's what I'm saying. I'll take that, fam.
All right. Don't let him get streaky because you're gonna fuck up standing under the goal. Don't let him get streaky.
All right, okay, I see what you're saying, but remember what I said about the playoffs, bro. Something got to give. You got to give something up, and I'm giving that up.
All right, I'm just saying.
I'd
Don't
rather
lax off them boys. And
I'd rather
and I ain't gonna lie,
Draymond
even Rudy can get in foul trouble.
I'd rather Draymond shoot 8 threes than watch Curry shoot 8 threes.
We know that Jimmy Butler is really good at attacking the paint and initiating the foul. So Rudy Gobert can get in foul trouble.
Yeah,
I can
they
see
might
that.
just
I can
crash
see
on
that.
him. They might just run into him.
I can see that.
Because I ain't gonna lie, Rudy Gobert is a good defensive presence, but he is soft. He is soft.
He's soft as fuck.
It's like
Wait, who did
Who we think winning the chip?
who did the Timberwolves just beat? I'm like blanking right now. Who they beat?
The Lakers.
They beat the Lakers.
I'm trying to think who they crashed because I remember someone was in foul trouble and they just kept going at
Jackson
him.
Hayes.
Maybe him, yeah. But I feel like they could just
Jackson Hayes was trash.
Just crash the paint.
So
keep
bad,
in
bro.
foul trouble.
Yeah, they took that boy out the rotation.
That's literally only. I ain't gonna lie. Like if the Lakers would have had a decent inside interior,
That helped so much, bro.
that would have been better.
Yep.
They don't have an inside. They don't have an inside guy. Like
Mark Williams physical fucked them up.
yeah.
For real. What do y'all think about Looney? Like I feel like what?
Hey, Looney is
Looney, bro.
Is he slept on? I feel like he's alright.
No, Looney ain't really been doing much.
But he knows
Moody,
the
now, I'll give
system.
you
He knows
him,
the
but Looney,
system.
no.
So I guess that's why he gets minutes.
Like last game, like remember though, he don't be playing like that, fam. But like he definitely changed that Rockets game for sure.
Yeah, he definitely did good.
Like it was a few. All right, so the reason why the Warriors won last game for sure, Buddy Hill.
Went crazy.
Looney came in and he offset the Rockets' 2 big man lineup. Because that's what the Warriors were struggling with. The Rockets kept having Steven Adams and Sangoon or whatever, however to say his name, on the court at the same time, and that was fucking the Warriors up. Last game, they didn't have all them offensive rebounds, second chance buckets. Now you got Buddy Hill coming in 33. You had Curry, he didn't shoot the best, but he still had 21, 7 and 21, 8 and 11 rebounds. You had Draymond Green with 16 points. Oh yeah, you gonna win that game. It was no way the Rockets was winning that game.
Game 7.
Yeah, they didn't score. It wasn't a high scoring game. That's already in the Warriors are the favorite.
Yeah,
they got Jalen Green. They're not winning nothing.
Jimmy better chill with that Buddy slander. Like he does all those press conferences, like shitting on Buddy. He better cut that shit out.
Yeah, Buddy Hill showed his ass last night.
Yeah, he better. Curry didn't. He had 3 points first half. He better chill with that.
Yeah, he so that's
Buddy literally saved them, bro. Buddy saved them.
I was trying to tell
if Buddy didn't go off like that, it was raps.
If Amen Thompson did not really the Rockets, I see why people be saying sports is rigged, because the Rockets didn't play the zone for the rest of the game. But in the
Amon got the cramp, bro. Amon went out.
Yeah, in the third quarter.
That just chalked it up. That just chalked it. That's all.
You saw Golden State played zone defense right back at them.
No, I don't think it was like zone.
It was zone versus zone.
They went zone right back.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I don't know what the outcome is gonna be.
It's a chess game. Playoffs is a chess battle.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
I
a-
don't think anything weird's been going on. I feel like it's just been good basketball. Like I've been seeing some good
It's
basketball.
been good basketball. We just don't know what the outcome is. All these rest of these games are basically a toss up.
Yeah. The Detroit game was that I couldn't even watch it. There was so many
can't
fouls,
believe
so
that
many
shit.
non-fouls.
Oh yeah, no,
It'll be good.
Yeah, but Detroit plays surprisingly well.
Knicks were getting so many calls.
Cunningham is pretty good.
Yeah, give them a little bit
Bro,
more
what?
time.
He did
He's
great.
really good. He's really good.
Give them a little more time. They're
But
giving him a
this
little
is
more
his
time.
third year. He's really good for a third
Yeah,
year.
it's only his third year. Give him a little more time.
Fantastic.
He kind of reminds me of.
I think the Pacers can beat the Cavs.
But you
I think
gotta
so,
say,
too.
Jalen Brunson is the best New Yorker. He's better than Melo.
I think it's going to be the Celtics and Pacers rematch in the ECF.
I don't think Pacers are beating Cavs.
The Cavs don't have Garland.
Yeah, Garland is trash. We don't need him.
What?
But
Yeah, that, I mean, they don't.
You seen last year in the playoffs?
Garland is
Garland is a
nice.
liability.
Who don't you need?
Yeah. His playoff shit
Garland
is
in the
bad.
playoffs is a liability.
Garland is nice. It's just that Mitchell. I ain't gonna lie. The only reason that the Cavs lost that game last night because like Mitchell was shooting bad.
He shot 1 for 11 from the three.
Yeah,
But he still had like 24 points.
for
If Mitchell was shooting, if Mitchell shot a little,
They didn't play defense.
if Mitchell
Both
shot a
teams
little
didn't
bit
play
better
any
than the Cavs would have won that game. If he would have
Yes.
shot a little bit better.
Somebody commented how long Derek he projected to be out for the next week. So
He's going to miss another game.
he's gonna
Big
miss
toe.
another game.
Big toe hurting.
Yeah, but if Mitchell shot a little bit better, the Cavs easily won that.
Yes.
game.
All right, I'm gonna say
Hey, the Knicks Celtics series is gonna be a nice one.
I say Celtics in 5. I see the Knicks getting 1 because
back to this Pacers series
Knicks
right
might
quick.
give them a problem.
They
I'm
playing
not,
with
I
Bart.
like, the Pacers series is more interesting to me.
Yeah,
I don't really care too much
I'm gonna
about
give it
this.
to
I'm
I'm gonna
from
give it
New
to the
York, bro.
Pacers.
The
I'm gonna
people
give
are
it to the
crazy.
Pacers because if
I
I'm the
got you.
Pacers,
Hard
I
matchup
know
for the Knicks, bro.
I know it's only one dude on the Cavs that can just get where he want whenever he want. That's Mitchell. So I'm gonna let him do whatever he want, and the rest of the team gotta beat me.
You know the Cavaliers lost because Mitchell shot too many breaks. He was doing terrible shots.
He was 13 for 30. I think he was like 1 for 11.
But if he made 10 more of his shots, they would have won.
Well,
You know what's unfortunate? If you're a Cavs fan,
Lockdown
Mobley's not
defense.
doing that again. And Mobley's not doing that again next game. He'll probably do it after that. But Mobley's a really like good game, bad game, good game, bad game type of guy.
Yeah,
1 for 11 from 3.
yeah, he shot one. Yeah, 1 for 11.
He's not gonna do that again though.
13 for 30 from the field.
Casual take, Bronny. What's your non-casual take, bro?
You guys got to get the whole Garland and his big toe argument the hell out of here, bro.
Is that why he's out?
Yeah, because it's big toe.
Oh my goodness.
He sprained his big toe, bro.
Wait, what about it? Like, wait, what do you mean? Get the argument out? What?
You
Like,
bitch.
you act like he was gonna make much of a difference, bro. Like,
He is.
He's a
though.
good offensive player. Defense,
No,
no.
last year in the playoffs, Garland was the reason.
Okay,
Cavs
listen.
lost. Go
listen.
look at
He
it.
got better
All right,
this
hold
year.
on.
He's starting
So
for a
when it-
reason, bro. I hate when people say this.
He was
Just
good in the
listen,
regular
bro.
season.
I got y'all.
Playoffs is okay.
See,
He was doing that bad. He wouldn't be starting, bro. Like
He got better
Hold on.
this season.
Yes, his playoff history is bad, but
it is bad.
when you have another ball handler on the court that can get you paint touches. He doesn't even have to shoot the ball.
Yes,
Like he's gonna break the defense.
But the way he
down,
plays, he wants to attack. He
So many
always
people
wants
are
to shoot.
saying that the Cavs are worse with Garland. I'm like, what? I don't
No,
see
because he doesn't know how to control his pace.
Yeah,
Was Garland not just an
the
all-star this year?
The narrative on Garden is he's too inconsistent. With like that's true.
But a
And
good
they-
Garland is so tough. Like
He is. He's tough.
If he shoots good, but
so look, when we think about tough, bro, we think about his handles, his step backs, etc. But come to playoffs, bro, inconsistency is the number one way to lose.
I think Mitchell.
Yes.
I think
Because
Mitchell
of
Garland
turnovers.
plays
And
maybe-
turnovers.
he was so
He has
inconsistent
so
last
many
You know
playoffs.
what I'm saying? I know
games
Darius
together.
Garland is tough, but
Those
he's
turnovers are
inconsistent.
costly.
Yeah, might be right. Yeah, you probably are right.
But he's still
That's
like
why
him-
Golden State
him
won
on the
yesterday.
court though is still going to help the Cavs.
Golden
because
State controlled their turnovers. They
He's
won
going
the
to get
game
you
because of
paint
that.
touches. He gonna knock some trade
So
balls
last
down,
year,
gonna get some assists.
in the first round, the Magic played the Cavs and they went to 7, right?
Yeah.
And after that, Mitchell went down. Garland was nowhere.
No, for sure. I remember vividly.
And then this year, right, the first round they swept the Heat, and then Garland goes down, and then they lose this game. I still think Cavs might make it out. even without.
You know what happened, right? Cavs played a Heat team, and they swept them so badly. They weren't prepared for the playoff battle. That playoff battle is a
with that
real
too.
chess
Bro,
game.
they had a cakewalk first round. And
Exactly.
But
They had a
Evan
cakewalk.
Mobley
which-
got way better this year than he was last.
Yes, he did.
year.
He's
So
a
that's
DPOY.
also- That's
He's
also
good.
why the game was so close.
Yeah, he carried almost. He almost carried.
The Pacers were ready. They were battle tested already. So when they came in yesterday, they were ready to play. They were shooting lights out.
They both have great coaches too, like the Pacers
What?
and
The Pacers coach is awesome. Yeah, he's a great job.
We was just
You guys even know who Rick
JT
Carlisle
was
won a
just another
championship
line.
with?
Oh yeah,
Rick Carlisle
2011
know what the
Mavs.
fuck he doing.
Yeah.
I know about that.
Rick Carlisle is a dangerous coach, bro. Like
Yeah, he won. He
like,
took it all the way with Dirk.
The Pacers, like you can't key in on the Pacers because you don't know who the fuck to key in
I think
on.
it's a
I'm
Hall of
big
Fame coach.
Halliburton-
I
I'm a
think if
Halliburton
Hallie
believer, bro.
actually
He's been playing
worked on
good.
his shot,
Halliburton's
they would
been
be
stepping up.
The
smoking.
thing is, bro, I feel like Neesmith.
Wait, hold on. What you said, JT?
Neesmith or
What you
Nate
said,
or
JT?
Nate,
I said-
whatever.
I
They're gonna
said
have a bad
Halliburton-
game, bro. I feel like they're not gonna stay consistent, but I could be wrong.
I said if
I mean,
Halliburton
what I
can actually
I
figure
said
out.
Wait,
hate
hold
Halliburton.
on, DNA. What did you say, JT?
I said if Halliburton can figure out his shot, the game would be over. Like at like the.
Yes.
at-
He had
at-
a double game one.
But if you
I
look at him, he's
understand
been
that, but he's
playing
also
really great.
shooting horribly from three and from the field.
Well, he's a floor general. I mean, he can get. He
He's,
can
he's
get
controlling the game. Yes.
Yeah, his passes are
He's a point
crazy,
guard. That's
bro.
what they supposed
His
to
passes
do.
are
Look. He's not disagreeing with y'all. He's saying if he's knocking shit down, it's over with. That's
It's
all
like
he's saying.
it's like with Tatum last year in the finals. He didn't shoot well, but the team still provided and got
It
it
doesn't
done.
seem like
Yeah.
it's gonna happen with Hallie.
I'm saying
But
they
the
got the
difference between
team. I'm
Celtics
saying they
and
got the
Pacers
team to
is
do it, but
ginormous.
he just needs to.
Celtics bench and their role players are elite.
All right, look.
You have Derek White that can go for 30 any
Dog.
game.
Whoa!
Now,
No,
if
bro.
Derek-
I'm a Spurs
if
guy.
Darius
We
Garland
had
had the
Derek White, but he's not going for
mindset
30
of
any game. You can't say that. You can't say that with a straight face.
You haven't seen Derek White,
No,
man.
no.
He's
No,
Bro, I've
such
watched
a
Derek
good
White
player.
forever, bro. I'm a Spurs
He's saying,
fan.
Derek
look,
White's
he's
fantastic.
I haven't
not
watched
saying
Derek White.
he's gonna give you 30 every game. He's saying he can give you 30.
I guess, yeah. I mean, not with Tatum and Brown on the court.
And if they have Porzingis going off, it's
Not
it's
with not with
cheapo.
the team fully healthy. He's not giving you 30.
If Darius Garland had the mindset of Tyrese Halliburton,
It would be
the Cavs would be
the
way
series
better.
would be over.
Correct. That is correct.
Bruh, I've been telling people if they were gonna be able to steal game one or game two, like
Yeah, it's
Who
huge.
knows, bro?
It was huge to steal game
they
one.
stole game one though, not
Yeah.
even game two.
They're
Now,
back to Indy, right? Game two's in Indy.
The Pacers did hit
Nah.
23.
No, game two's
Oh,
in
okay, back
Cleveland.
game three. Okay. Big
The
steal though. Yeah.
The Pacers hit 23.
But
so-
Indiana already stole one. So home court is done.
Yeah.
Home court advantage
Yeah,
is
it's good.
finished.
It's cool. You
Like
go
Neesmith,
1-1 or 2-0. Yeah, you don't want to get 2-0 right there. They didn't want to get 2-0.
Neesmith is a baller.
Neesmith
can
was
play.
low key locking up Mitchell for like that first for like the last
Yeah,
stretch.
he got mad
He
foul
was
trouble.
he was pissing me off with the dumb fouls though.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, he was getting me mad.
I
But
mean,
Neesmith just be flying everywhere, bro.
yeah,
know what
bro.
pissed me off?
He's a dog, bro.
I bet on him under last game. This man
He's
missed one trade ball.
What I don't
everywhere,
understand
bro.
is how come some playoff games they call fouls and some playoff series
Yeah.
they don't call
I
fouls.
was gonna say the fouls on Neesmith that didn't have to be called, but I hate like. Okay, some of them, two of them, but like.
You guys seen the Golden State series?
Yeah.
They didn't call no fouls.
I watched
on
that
Curry.
shit.
None.
No, they got
The whole
called, bro.
time-
They got called.
it was
They got
UFC
called. They got
basketball.
called.
Neesmith would literally like jump
saw
on.
Jimmy
the
Butler
balance.
had hella free throws. Let's keep it a buck.
I'm gonna say
Jimmy Butler was driving
in that
him and
series.
getting
In that series, they gave more fouls
Jimmy
to, like,
Buckets?
the guards than the
Hemi buckets.
Himothy buckets.
Timothy buckets.
Bro.
Hey, that shit might be a little overhyped though, but it's all good. We'll keep it going.
Now without Jimmy, we would have.
Hey,
never
like-
won.
Jimmy hooped last night. He was 7 for 13. He had like 27 and 8.
That's perfect.
I thought he had
That's
like
all we
21.
All
want.
they need.
Nah, he had 20, like maybe 21, but I don't.
That's still
You
tough.
know
No,
Curry
that's still
had
it's very good. Yeah, 20 plus for him is a
Curry
good
had
night.
the most rebounds in Golden State.
You said Curry?
Last night,
what-
he had
what-
10
yeah,
rebounds.
10.
That was crazy.
Yeah,
I saw that. How do you even do that? I watched
Curry
the whole
was-
game.
That's because Draymond was boxing out. Sengun.
I was watching that shit, but he just kept,
And Draymond should have been the DPO.
he kept just winning it.
Like
You
that.
saw
I ain't gonna lie,
Draymond
that-
locking up Sengun? Bro, if Draymond didn't play good defense, we lost. Sengun was a problem.
Yeah. Draymond
There's a
definitely.
difference
We had
between good
part is,
defense and fouling every single.
Sengun still got his numbers, but Draymond made that shit so hard.
Sengun takes too long to shoot.
They had
The
Brandon
shot clock goes
Podziemski.
down to 0 every
They
time.
had
Nah,
Brandon
Sengun's
But he,
Podziemski
tough,
on
bro.
Jalen Green,
Sengun's super
and he
tough.
still couldn't score.
Sengun is for 22
Nah, I want
years.
that
Think
guy on
about
my
how
I ain't gonna lie,
team.
tough.
Brandon Pozeski so ass to me.
Bro, he was guarding Jalen Green, and Jalen Green still
Pozenski,
couldn't.
what he was doing though? He was
Pod.
getting the offensive
I think Pod's
fouls.
tough. I
Pozenski's
fuck with
top 3
Pod.
in offensive fouls.
I fuck with Pod. I think Pod needs to start. I think y'all
But-
lost game
but
6 because y'all didn't start Pod.
Bro,
Now, game 6 we lost because we didn't know what to do against the zone defense.
imagine if
They had Curry. Curry offense was locked.
oh yeah.
This was the first. I think you guys seen the post game. Curry said this was one of the biggest challenges on the defense. They struggled against Houston. It was so hard.
Okay, that's a little crazy. I mean, the teams that Curry's played against, but
Look it up.
whatever,
That's
whatever,
what Curry said. It was
whatever,
one of the toughest series they ever faced.
whatever. Chill. No.
The
actually hate
Houston defense was real.
I disagree. Don't say,
But you're gonna
don't say that was
disagree
one
with
of
the
the hardest,
NBA
bro. Come on, Dylan Brooks.
Curry himself said that.
Dylan Brooks.
Go look at the post game series.
Come on. I know, but I'm saying the teams he's gone against, the Spurs, the
Houston, there was a problem. No team has ever guarded the Curry offense. You know the Curry
you
offense
know
where he does
who
curls,
Dellavedova
pass to
is?
Draymond, run
You not know who
around.
Dellavedova? Like what?
Dellavedova, none of the
Lock that shit
no
up.
other
Dellavedova,
team gave
lock that
Curry
shit
this
up.
much problem. Look up the Curry shooting this series. He played terrible.
It was tough, but I'm saying like that's not the hardest team that he's gone against, bro. That's all I'm saying.
If we didn't have Buddy Hield, we lose.
Yeah, yo, no, okay, not if you didn't have him, but if he didn't shoot like that.
Buddy Hield
And
was
Klay
You a
Thompson,
Warriors fan?
Klay
Jordan
Thompson
Poole,
would have
bro.
shot
If,
over.
if Draymond Green didn't punch Jordan Poole in the face, you probably have him still.
And then they traded him for Chris Paul, who did nothing.
And then he's on the Spurs now. Yeah,
That was such a dumb move, bro.
that's crazy.
Y'all would have had another dynasty, I swear.
No, that should actually have me. Yeah, when Draymond punched Poole, that shit was so weird.
And when Clay shot 0 for 10 in an elimination game, my God.
Yeah, that was tough.
The problem is you can't hurt like players that are emotional. Like KD and Poole, they're emotional players, and Draymond didn't understand that. Even to this day, you can't hurt them. Like you can't be that mean. Draymond, he needs to control his tempo, his anger, and we fine. Game 7, you saw what Draymond did. He controlled his technical.
He chilled out.
He
I mean, yeah, he's a
controlled.
grown ass man. He can fucking control
He
himself.
needs to
Also,
control.
the rest
himself.
were
It's a psychological point.
I mean, the refs weren't calling shit. They were just letting him hoop.
He had like 30 fouls.
Yeah,
And
they were
and
found the
Houston-
hell out of each other. It was
Houston-
going both ways though. They were both found the hell out of each other.
Houston actually played better when they were playing rough. When they were hitting people.
Well,
and
obviously,
and
they were
fouling.
fouling him, bro. Yeah.
I have a question for y'all. Who's y'all's top 5 players in the league right now?
That's a good one.
Good one. I can give you my top 5.
Or top 3. You can go
Five.
top 3.
It was Luka until he went to the Lakers. He lost his
Yeah, no, Luka played
Luka
terrible.
was so good.
Okay, I'll give you my. Okay.
Are
Are we doing current in the play? Let's do people in the playoffs still.
What
Let's talk
playoffs
about
right
playoffs.
now?
Playoffs, top 5. You gotta have Ant-Man up there. Ant-Man is
No,
top 5.
no. He's not on mine. Oh, he's top 5. Yeah, he's 5 for
Top
me.
5.
But top 3. For me, it has to be Shai, Jokic, like 1 Shai, Jokic 2, then 3. I guess I want to say JT, but like they got through the Magic so easily.
No,
I don't
they
know.
didn't even need
No
no
SGA.
I said
They
SGA
said-
1.
Oh, you did?
I want to hear yours first. JT,
It's SGA, Joker, and
no.
Ant-Man.
So if we're going playoffs, I think number 1 I'll go SGA
Okay.
because they just swept the Grizzlies.
Yeah,
2,
But
I probably go Jokic. 3, I wanted to go Curry, but then they almost just blew a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, he played so bad game 7. Yeah.
So, shit. I guess I go.
Yep. I got stuck right there too because Ant had a bad game 7. Or game
You
5.
gotta think
my bad.
of it. Look,
like,
look,
Ant
time
had,
out.
like a lot of good guys had bad last games. I
Like
feel like
these
before this
these
year.
playoff series.
You know who
right?
didn't have a bad
7,
last game,
Game
though?
7,
You
you
know who
can't
didn't
be.
have bad last
You
game?
can't be
Jason
100%.
Tatum.
You gotta
Yes,
look back
yeah,
at
JT
every
JT did
superstar.
not.
Hold up. You remember Kobe Bryant in Game 7?
I'm about to put Jalen Brunson at 3.
Game
which
7.
one?
Game
In what-
7
in
is
what
not
game?
about scoring 40 points. It's about your effort. It's about getting those rebounds and
definitely.
extra plays.
That's why the Lakers lost.
Look at Joker. He was started the game 0 for 6 in Game 7. He ended the game with 14, but he controlled the entire game. Look at Curry yesterday.
I
Game
think
7.
I'd put Bron